Let's go.
And welcome to the final day of Clash Royale League Asia. We have something special for you guys before the finals. The All-Star match with a lot of key players from each team. You don't know exactly who's going to come out? We do. It's going to be fun. My name's G Clef. With me is Paper Thin. It's going to be packed action, great All-Star matches, and pretty cool setup here. Like each match is going to be different. We're going to have something cool and special for you guys. We're ready.
Yeah, a lot of fun, different kind of matches. 2v2s where we're bringing in some special guests.
Aha.
And then a bunch of different random 1v1s. And then when we get to the end, there might be something special. We'll see. I won't say
special.
Okay, I won't
Yeah.
say it.
Just to have all the events, all the cool matches before we actually get into, of course, the two teams left. OJ and Entus, Fav Gaming, they're the important ones. But right before,
man,
we're just going to have a festival. We're just going to have a party.
it's about the best final you could ask for.
Yes.
So I will talk about that a lot later. But I think first we're going to party a little.
Yeah, let's just
Let's
enjoy.
just
Let's
enjoy
have
this.
fun.
This day where I don't know if we get to use Elixir Golem, but in the All-Star.
We can't even talk that card. I will just not say it. I will never say it.
Well, it's
That card is just
getting nerfed into the ground. So.
I'm never going to say it. Maybe in 2020, but it's our last broadcast, so we're just gonna have fun too at the same time. That golem right now,
It's good.
a lot of angry people out
good.
there.
It's real good. Well, it's
With
funny.
Sparky, yes.
I know.
So it's
That's
your
what makes
thing.
me sad. I'm like, at least they didn't touch Sparky. At least they realized the real
I
problem.
was hoping for a Sparky.
You get away from me. You can't have that. Well, and it was funny because like when they first did the Elixir Golem challenge, I just like basically substituted the Royal Giant for the Elixir Golem more or less, and like kind of tweaked a few other things, and I like lost one game. I just crushed everybody, and I'm like, huh. And I'm like, am I just like, I guess Spark? Well, I mean, I figured Sparky would be good against the Elixir Golem.
Yeah, it
because
took
you get a ton of
it
value.
took at least
out of it.
like not that many people actually knew about Sparky Elixir Golem combo until like day 4, day 5 into it. So. Okay, finally we get to actually open this to you guys. 2v2 with a fan. So random person from the audience, not totally random, was already contacted by OGN to come for the special event. And also lots of other 1v1s. So Asia Classic match, we're going to have a lot of classic decks that were commonly used during the season. Must card match, We're going to do some explanation on that too.
Yeah, that one's a little more involved. Triple Draft is the same mode you guys have available in your friendly battles right now, where you can go in there and you can do the Triple Draft mode. I really like it. I just love Draft in general, but I think this one's really, really good because it gives you a lot of diversity in the type of deck you can build.
Exactly. Star match, the two top voted players from the bottom are going to go against each other, and that's the only best of 3. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. We have Team Expo, Expo Master KK Ice Law, Line Joker. That's a strong team. Watch out, world. This team's coming out, man.
Jeez, Line and Expo Master and Ice Law and KK on the same team.
But Team 2.
That's
Team
pretty
Motor.
good too.
Benzer, Manong DP, Mikamboya Legend.
Man.
Why don't we just have these two teams go to the World Finals? I mean, we don't have the two teams. We don't have OGN players. We don't have Bob players because they have to get ready for the finals.
Right.
But these two teams, they look too strong.
Really strong. I mean, we just took one player from each of the available teams and tried to get the best lineup we could for you guys here. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this because I just don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
There's so many wild things.
Yeah. All the cards that we have not seen, maybe some uncommon cards, might just be played for 2v2. Yeah, if the audience if the viewer, the fan in the audience just decides to use like all spell deck, who knows what's gonna happen in 2v2?
I mean, are we gonna see the double Goblin Barrel clone, mirror?
Oh man,
mirror
we better
clone?
see some freeze clone and
Freeze
all
clone.
the
We need some of
crazy
that.
spells out there.
And
Yeah.
then you and I were talking about it beforehand. What are we gonna see that we don't usually get to see?
Oh no, don't tell. Simon's not listening to us, so I think you can say it. We have some cool offline events. We have all the jerseys, most of the jerseys from the teams, and they are going to be autographed by the players after they win the match. And then a random person in the audience will actually get it. That's pretty cool. Along with a lot of other Clash Royale goods in the audience. I believe a lot of them already received a lot of like cool T-shirts and all that. They get some raffles, and then they get some really cool goods for all the players and also the teams who are also in the audience right now, trying to have all the fun with all-star matches. So it's gonna be packed action. The audience is kind of full right now. It's pretty heated. Get ready for these two teams. Oh, yeah.
Mikan, you're late.
Mikan just
What are you
runs up
doing back there?
Oh,
Texting away on his phone, no doubt.
They even have all the logos. Oh, look at that. Expo. This is going to be fun.
Well, this is why you got to come down to these events. Make a trip over to Korea. Come down here, you get free swag no matter what. Like pretty much anything.
If you win something else, it's got to be something heavy, something big, something maybe with some metal stuff on it.
Gonna get some serious memorabilia going, and both these teams, man, are really, really strong. Can't wait for this.
Just care. KK. Oh man, it feels like we haven't seen them for a long time. But here they are, man. We have most of the teams, a lot of team members coming down in the crowd. This logo.
The mortar.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
It's so high quality too. It's like you search Google and it's like the second one to pop up an image.
It's like a free image. This is a cannon.
Yeah, right there. Spencer, Manong GP legend. Let's see. Metan Boya. Just think about this lineup.
This is like an old school almost, like CRL lineup. Other than Tochi, everyone's been around for at least a couple seasons.
That's true.
Benzer and Mikan have been around for forever.
Yeah, Mikan's like, yeah, I'm late, but I'm the last one on camera, so I get to have a few more seconds on myself.
Manong GP as well has been around for a very long time.
Yes. So at least each of the players is going to play at least one game, and this is the lineup. So 2v2 with the fan. Those are the fan names right next to line and Totes in set 1. Set 2, classic match, Ice Law and Mega Boya. Set 3, KK versus Manong GP with the must card that they were chosen. I also voted must card from the viewers.
Yes, yeah, the viewers voted on this, so it's whatever card they wanted this person to have to play. So
yes.
KK and Manong GP are forced to play at least one card of the viewer's choice, and we will reveal that when we get there from a nice little presentation for that. Then, of course, the Joker versus Legend for the triple draft. I can't wait for that because draft is my favorite mode, and I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, draft is... We actually have some 3-crown games for draft because it can be unbalanced depending on the card. You can literally give like the counter card, keep the counter card to yourself, and give your opponent some really bad card. Like keep an arrow for yourself, and then give your opponent minion horde. That's exactly how draft works. And triple draft. Let's see what comes down, because Joker... Oh, there's a good movie going around right now. I can't stop laughing.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not going to spoil it. Too many people watching, though. Yeah, 2v2 with a fan. So we'll see who it is on the stage.
Yeah, he quickly showed us there. It looked like a middle school student who dreams to be a programmer. Heck yeah, man. Computer programming is great. That's what my mom did,
No,
actually.
pro gamer.
Programmer. Oh no, pro gamer. You're right. They misspelled pro.
Yeah, pro. Yeah, pro.
Never mind.
He wants to be a programmer. You know?
The pro. No.
Best in the best way. I'm pretty sure pro gamer.
Yeah, I think pro gamer is right. There's only one M in pro gamer.
Yeah.
So
I know that's why you got confused.
I was like, that's what my mom's a pro.
Yeah, exactly. His trophy is higher than Tochi.
Wow.
73.
Wow. This seems a little unbalanced.
Wow, that's pretty high.
Man, Tochi getting a little bit of a boost here for himself.
No, that's a cool T-shirt too.
It is. It is a really nice T-shirt.
You get one.
Dude, I know actually most of the teams have really cool T-shirts. So I am. Ponos fan?
Yeah, we have a lot of Japanese fans actually who came down to Korea to support FOB today and all this All-Star match.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Taking a flight, coming all the way to Seoul to come to OGN to cheer for your team. Takes a lot of effort.
Well, and there were those great videos on Twitter that were floating around of the FOB fans having their own meetup in Japan to watch the games.
With all the sticks. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be doing it again. So excited for that. We're getting into this. 2v2. It's just the best of one. So
yeah,
winner take all here.
This cheese. We're ready for anything. Any kind of card, any kind of combination. Here we go. Oh, this is already too much fun. Let's see.
Give me the emotes. Let's do it.
Max emotes.
Max emote spam.
Oh, are we getting serious?
Oh, we are.
Lava.
What?
Oh, we are getting
Is it just
serious.
gonna be like double lava clone or something?
We are getting serious. and then just a random bomber.
Dude, I think they look pretty focused. All right, come on, lava clone. Yeah. Oh, there's a lightning even. This is legit, dude.
Oh, okay. Lumberjack's on it. So that's gonna provide some range. Inferno, maybe that was not in the starting hand. So pops out just a little too late.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of damage done from those pups. The Mega Minion's gonna help clean up that mess, but the real story so far has been that Lumberjack that snuck in underneath. Got quite a few hits in before they were able to get that Goblin Cage.
Yeah, real story is that Team Motor, can they actually have communication down? That's my problem. But it seems like they're okay for now.
I would hope we found somebody for Tochi that speaks English. Tochi speaks pretty good English, so.
Okay, Fisherman is getting a nerf.
But they're gonna get the King Tower activation.
Good.
Valkyrie. This is legit. They're really going for
this.
this.
About the same HP. Wow, we were expecting a lot more of a funny event match. But this is actually serious.
Yeah, and it's looking pretty good here so far for Team Expo. Getting a bit of extra damage up on that top right as well. Brawler's gonna get pelted up at that bridge, even though he's raged.
Yeah, few pups. They connect and do damage. Oh, this one just getting it out there. Had a lot of elixir to just throw down. So still yet to see. I mean, we have some question marks.
I was hoping with the Lumberjack that we'd at least get a clone, but I don't know yet. I haven't seen anything else that really pairs with it.
We haven't really seen miners either. Oh, only one? So from Expo's side, is it just going to be, oh, it's actually Balloon from the Motor side. Okay. Straight diving in, but Cage is ready.
Yep, with the Mega Minion, that'll be enough to take care of that Balloon.
Yeah, easy.
Yep, you get the pups, the Valkyries down there to soak that damage up. Nothing doing up on the top right or left.
And another lava with the poison to get everything out of the way. Inferno did not even lock onto the lava, so that's safe to go.
Oh,
Lumberjack!
Those cards weren't in time.
Lumberjack got the tower down. He's hiding right below the lava. Team Motor's gonna catch up.
Oh, they're trying. Here comes another miner in the back. A tornado's gonna drag everything away. No ban cards here, of course. So you gotta have that in. This might be it. This might be tower down.
Oh, 500.
Is there enough time left?
No, just one more. Tick from the poison.
Oh, no.
Oh, just in time with the hit from the pub.
Man, dude, they're taking this really serious.
I know.
This is good. I mean, they're both playing very, very well. I haven't really seen many mistakes.
And now Team Motor, they got the cycle perfectly with the Inferno, with the lava, and the balloon. Okay, lightning. And do they have the cage ready for the balloon?
Yeah, there's just going to be, it's like a defensive poison. It's going to be enough to help for the balloon. Still gets the death damage. Some more pup spawn. Zap's going to be onto them. Loading up for another Lava Hound push in the top left. But we're going to tornado all of that back into some poison to do a little extra damage.
Yeah, great. Pulling the lava back, making sure the pups, not entirely, but most of them are connected to that poison. And the King Tower is also activated, so a lot less damage from the pup side.
That Lava Hound was just a touch late. There's a little bit of a mistake.
Yeah, we could see Park Jun-min just going, oh, that was just a little too late. He certainly had enough elixirs. He was trying to time that perfectly.
All right, big lightning and other spells coming through to try to clear the way for this Lumberjack. There's a Brawler in the way. Ooh, that is going to get finished off by the Baby Dragon Belt. So now you've got a Valkyrie down here that's going to take a little bit of damage, buy a little bit of time for Team Expo. But it is a decent-sized push, and now that Miner is going to be there to tank as well.
Oh, good Miner prediction. Gets one skeleton. And damage to continue with the poison, defensive poison, and a pocket balloon.
Oh no, this might be GG here. I don't know if this is enough.
Oh, with the death damage, that's going to be very, very close. And with the zap, Team Motor actually winning the game.
Nicely done. They came back there. They started out at deficit. And with that balloon, it makes things pretty tricky sometimes.
Man, that's great.
Jeez.
These kind of 2v2.
Yeah, they took that seriously.
I know. I guess this is what it's going to be for the rest of the All-Star.
Maybe.
But at least for the 2v2, because they had an audience. A fan coming up on the stage. We're expecting maybe less serious games. But because they won, Tochi's going to sign the talent jersey and they give it to one of the audience.
Yep, here we go. He's giving it to us. Oh, come on, man.
It's hard. It's hard to actually
Oh, he signs it
on.
with that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's interesting.
What is it?
It's
He's
a
trying to
square,
draw?
T square, C.
Ah, okay.
He's like making it like it's like on the back. I think like, you know how it's like you got your name on the back of your uniforms?
Uh-huh. Is that the
that's what
back?
he's going for.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Put a heart at the end.
Oh. Yeah, guys, it's actually really hard to use the markers on shirts
No,
like
it's
that.
really hard.
Yeah. Unless it's like a super easy paper. Totsi, hearts. Oh.
That's great.
Let's see who the lucky winner is.
He's finding somebody. I think we're looking for the kiddos here.
Oh, where is he? How far is he? Where is he going? All the way outside? Oh, congrats.
Yeah, woo! That's pretty cool. Look at that.
That is crazy cool. Like, you're gonna wear that to school next morning.
Oh, I totally would. It'd be like if I was a kid, I'd be wearing that to school every day for a week, even if it smelled bad. I'd be like, I don't care anymore. Just gonna keep wearing it.
Yeah, I never cared anyhow.
Well,
oh, okay, we even have the highlight and the replay? Okay, let's get this going.
I mean, even with that early King Tower activation and a slight damage edge, I thought, okay. Then that balloon came down. Things got much, much more difficult. You have to exhaust so much elixir to defend against that balloon.
That's true.
You just like look at what Expo has to defend against the balloon. They have Mega Minion, Baby Dragons, Ice Spirit, and a Goblin Cage, and like that's not really a lot of DPS on a balloon.
And also from Team Expo's side with Lion and Park Jun-min, they're having lots of Lumberjack to sneak in and go directly to the tower and get those hits. Pretty quick hits. When the Miner was coming from Team Motor, they were using that defensively, so nice put. And then eventually they had the guards perfectly in cycle to go against the Lumberjack.
Yeah.
So after those first few cycles of hit and run, it just came down to the lava fights.
It's hard when you have a balloon and you don't have something like a Musketeer.
Yeah.
Or,
you only have a cage.
Yeah. Or yeah, something else to distract it for a little while. Inferno Tower is not bad.
Yeah, but the big thing was that they did not have Tornado. I think that's a big key.
Yeah, that too.
Nothing against the balloon.
All right.
Poison.
What is this next one, G-Clef?
It's
Lay it
a
on.
classic match, and I believe we have Ice Law, Mikan. They're going to be having a lot of classic decks. I believe we're about to see that on screen too. Oh,
Mikan's really
I think
stressing
they're
out
getting
about
ready
this.
for rock paper scissors
Is this?
to get to select the first deck. I think so. That's like a stretch before the rock paper scissors.
All right, so we know. I think we're gonna get shown what
Yes.
decks. Okay, these are the decks that you can like randomly pick here. The Wall Breaker Cycle, the RG Furnace, the Balloon Miner, P.E.K.K.A. B-Ram, 2.9 Expo. Kind of just pretty common meta decks, even still. You don't see too much 2.9 Expo anymore in
Yeah,
like, the
because of the wall
CRL
break.
leagues.
Yeah, because of the wall breakers.
Right. But the other four, you still see.
Yeah, blue miner, really quick, but sometimes a lot more times with the fisherman instead of Inferno nowadays. Those are the classic we're talking about from all year, basically. So that's why.
Oh, you can't.
Oh.
You can't let Mikan
no,
win
which
this.
one do you go? Oh!
Because you can't let Mikan have Miner Balloon. I feel like that's his like staple deck.
So is he going to steal that away or just keep the RG? RG is like the most common one. I think most amount of times played this year. It's gotta be, right? RG Furnace.
Probably up there, yeah.
And we also have Wall Breaker Cycle, which is the best right now. And what else are we talking about? Pekka Ram.
Yeah.
Depends.
It's a little difficult with Pekka Ram against that minor Wall Breaker Cycle, so I don't expect that. A lot of our players are out here today. Look at that. That is a ton of them.
So what's cool is that there were 5 mobile devices, 5 phones on the table. So they had the rock, paper, scissors. I don't even know why, because it was all upside down. So they don't even know the deck until they actually use it.
Oh, they don't get to know until
they don't
pick
get
the
to
phone
choose.
Up. Oh.
So now they do.
Now they know.
It was all it was all upside down, so they had no idea.
Oh, that's even better. Good.
So there's no point of doing rock, paper, scissors.
I guess, just to see who gets to pick first. I mean, what if you want the same phone, bro?
Well, maybe. It's all same phones, though, just different decks.
Right.
So we'll get to see. It's 2 out of those 5, for sure. And they can't change it. The Orange Boy.
Orange Boy.
Oh,
Eternal
yes.
Orange Boy.
The one and only. From Japan, let's see. I mean, they all have to be pretty good. Like, really good with all these 5 meta decks.
Oh, yeah.
It's been in, especially, except for Wall Breaker, like the other 4, it's been out there for years. Basically for years.
Yeah, the other 4 are very well known. Ever since that RG change, we've had the RG one, so that was, what, a year ago?
Yeah, maybe less than a year ago, I think. Yeah, with that music, I think we're kicking in. Okay. Just because Ice Claw won Rock, Paper, Scissors, I think he's got it. What do you think?
I'll just go with Mikan Booya because I want to see him win. And
oh, he's got the same pose.
He's got this pose. He's ready to go.
He's got, I love his eyes. Lasers. Okay,
well,
now we know.
We know exactly what Ice Law has, and we know exactly what Mikan Booya has. There's no other 2 decks that this could be.
Yeah, Pekka's coming out from top.
Ice Law, all right.
RG.
How does Ice Law tackle this? Because that's not a super favorable matchup.
And just gonna eat those skeletons.
But Ice Law is a very good RG player, so we've seen him play him. We've seen him play it this season. If anybody can turn it around, it's
Mikan tried a couple times with the Magic Archer. Do remember that cycle, so that's gonna help. It's a good read from Ice Law with the log.
But good job by Mikan Booya to take advantage of this, knowing that the shield from the Dark Prince is going to be up because the log is gone.
Spamming a whole lot, trying to have the Archer connect now. Yeah, Ghost is going to take care of those skeletons. That's way too much damage.
Yeah, it's just such a hard matchup. It's not oh my gosh, it's still just wailing away.
Oh.
It's just such a challenging matchup for the RG player here.
Because RG, you can literally just have one, you have to choose a side and go.
Yep.
When Mikan, you can switch side all the time.
And you have to build up steam because if they have the Pekka available, you can basically, plus the Fisherman, you can essentially negate the RG. So you have to sit the RG back behind your King Tower to start, and then your opponent can pounce on you and switch lanes like you were talking about.
Before the double elixir, Ice Law already took over 2,000 damage. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a very hard game to come back.
Furnace is okay. It's that B-Ram, some skeletons in there as well, but that's gonna be a Barbarian that's gonna get a couple hits in because there's just nothing left for Ice Law.
Yeah, with 40, seems like a tough mission to me. Yes. Also, E-Wiz is up there from Mikan. And Lightning going to push things just a little further for Ice Law.
That Dark Prince was really nice. Shield absorbed one of those lightning bolts. Archer survives.
Yeah, we're ready for that RG Pekka. Just waiting for the perfect time.
I mean, Ice Law might not even get a chance to play his RG.
Oh, that's a tower down.
There's just not enough time. You can't take a tower down watch this. Incoming. Yeah, I was gonna say either a P.E.K.K.A or a Fisherman. Pick your poison.
Oh, and the E was to stop the other Fisherman. Mikan out-rolling his opponent. Nice law. Did not have much chance with the deck choice. He won the rock, paper, scissors, but not the game. Here comes Mikan with his autograph.
Well, that's a quick 2-0 here for Team Mortar. Now, we're going to play all 5 games no matter what.
Yes. And the best one is the last one. The best of 3. Because, like, which way do we go?
You guys trying to figure out where to go.
Which way do I go?
Now, this is one that I would love to have. This one I would frame and put up in my room. This one I would wear.
Yeah, it's already signed on the back.
Oh, my gosh.
It's dark, and I have a dark marker. The black marker, what do I do? Oh, I'm trying to have some extra sign on the Ponos. This is really cool what OGN actually prepared. All that locker room inside, the booth, and all the jerseys. This is really special for the fans and the players together.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Clash Royale League, this is like one of the best moments you can have. Coming down here, getting pro player signed jerseys. I've never seen any other league do this.
Yes. The one and only Clash Royale League Asia. Okay, Mikan, enjoy your moment. Who wants it? Who wants me?
I'm like,
I want it.
I'm like, I know Simon's in the audience, so where's he trying to get it?
I know. Over, you see him over
there?
He
is. Yes. All right, find a kid, find a Ponos fan. That's what I'm saying.
Who wants it? Is that Malentin trying to steal that away?
Malentin?
That is Malentin.
It is. Oh my god.
You're such a greedy person.
I'm finding him after this and telling him what.
Yeah, went all the way to the back and gave. Oh, lucky fan.
That's very nice. Oh man.
Yes.
So
Quality
jealous.
stuff, man. We're also so jealous.
I know.
Yeah, really consider it going all the way to the back to meet the fan and giving that out. Yeah, only the winner gets to give it out to the fans. The losers do not.
Yeah. I wonder what they're gonna do with those.
Yeah, special moment. Just hang it up on their wall. And,
That's what I would do with the Mikan one especially.
and pass it down to your grandson.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of your family treasures, man.
I already have like this massive pile of like esports stuff that just sits in my room. And,
Oh man, I ran
game shirts.
I ran out of storage, so I actually brought all that back to my US house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually brought it all the way to US, and I have an entire room of empty things, so I just put it right there.
My parents told me they're not letting me store any of my junk at their house. I can't do that.
Okay, they got the first touch on it then.
Yeah.
Too bad. Yeah, piles stacking up with lots of Clash Royale things too. So if you get lucky, maybe we'll get some funny t-shirts at the end. At the end of the day. Now let's get to must card match. What this is, we actually took voting from online from all the viewers for each player. And then it said okay, which card do you want to see coming out from which specific player? And then we had all 12 players, of course.
What cards? Manong's gonna get the P.E.K.K.A. KK gets the Goblin Barrel.
What? That's not legendary.
We got chipped. We got hosed. Makes sense though. These are 2 staple cards for these players, right?
KK played Goblin Barrel at the last game of the Season 1 finals. They did not catch the win, but it is Goblin Barrel, and right now is the meta.
Yes.
Even I'm using Goblin Barrel. Come on.
It's
really
so
good.
I mean, the bait decks are so strong right now. Now that you've added wall breakers into the available cards for it, there's so many.
Especially after the snowball nerf.
Yes.
You have to get 1 stab. So all those spell choices are going to be really tough. I think that's also one of the reasons why Bar Barrel is actually getting a buff. I think that's one of the big cards. 2 elixir, which spell? Log, Bar Barrel, Snowball, Zap? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah, it used to be that Bar Barrel was just a little too strong against spell bait, and now it's like not good enough. Especially against like, when they have the Rascals or something like that.
Yeah, the girls,
like,
it used to just destroy them by rolling. I think with that buff, it should go back to original.
Well, let's see what kind of decks they want to build. Are we going to get more serious decks here? I mean, it seems like so far we're really going for it. Mekon really put the screws there. Now KK going right with the bridge spam Goblin game.
Manong does have the P.E.K.K.A. So KK, if you have the weird combination baits, there were some motor baits.
Whoa, what? Now this is good.
Lava P.E.K.K.A.
Manong is doing something really different.
Okay. I can smell a clone. And a Tesla.
With the bats, he just like removes like baby dragon and just never mind.
And the lumberjack feels a lot like clone to me. Okay, there's that ice spirit. Valkyrie pretty good. Here we go. Yes.
Good call there.
But the princess does so much work.
But you're getting a ton of damage from those rage up baby dragons.
Oh.
That is quite an interesting approach here by Manong GP. Let's see if he can play some defense. The Skarmy is there, of course.
Oh.
Gonna fit in. Does he have any good answers for these princesses?
Yeah,
though?
no, 2 princess.
Because if they start to stack up.
Yeah, the other side's gonna matter a lot more. I think, yeah, KK did less damage for sure, but because of his cycle, he can outrun this.
What if Manong just like forgot to put P.E.K.K.A. in his deck?
Dude, there's no way. There's no way. What if he never actually plays it?
Well, he might not.
Just holds it.
And now the new Night Witch, very good with the clones.
Yeah, a lot more bats. Okay, Lumberjack onto the left, so that this one's not going to be pretty for Manong to set up that clone.
All right, we're gonna get a log.
Yeah,
out
for the
gate.
Skarmy, yes, great. Hitting a lot of things, timing that perfectly.
Getting some extra damage and actually maybe starting to feel like KK can keep these cycles going well. He might be able to do this now. What Manong might just try to go for is a 3-crown.
With the clone, you can totally make that work as long as you take care of that princess. Actually, actually onto the right side now. There's that P.E.K.K.A.
on the left. So he's gonna try to split push here, get the clone on the right.
Yes.
See what kind of defense KK has left.
It's a lot of pubs. Oh man, that's certainly 1 crown.
Oh, that Valkyrie was just in time. The bat's still getting plenty of damage in, but overall, that was really solid defense by KK.
Yes. Had doubled the princess all the way in the back, so that's what's keeping all the pups from doing crazy amount of DPS. Getting that away now. Now, with the King Tower activated, who do you think has the favor?
Oof. This is so tough.
So much better than for Clone, I think.
I agree. I like Manong here.
Yeah, because goblins are so much weaker with the King Tower activated.
Yeah.
But it's not over.
Definitely not. If anybody can do it, it's KK. This guy's the master. There's that fireball there at the end. Not many other great targets to leave.
Yeah, it is sudden death. You gotta take it down. Only 1,000 to go for KK. Manong, 1 big clone push.
Oh, that poor Tesla just gets chopped down. Now we get the clone right away.
Yep.
Make sure he catches everything.
Big Rager already. Princess is gone. Great fireball though. But too many in the air. Oh my, the power of clone.
Manong with a great read here, knowing that it was going to be some kind of bait. Wanted to go with the clone, get the counter onto it. Gets really hard to defend that clone in 2x. At 3-0 here for Team Mortar.
I know, what's happening?
Team
What's
Expo.
happening to Team Expo?
Oof. Well, they've got two more sets to go. And maybe they can squeak out a few wins, but so far, Team Mortar is just really looking strong. Now you get that Manong GP one. You said you really like the bread.
Yes, I do. I love their yellow-black and the color side of the jersey. Feels very special, you know?
It is. It's unique. I like that we have a couple really unique jerseys. Even though Detonation Gaming's is full of
They're full of marks everywhere.
yeah, but it looks really cool in a way. Actually, I think And then I really like Chaos Theories.
Who's it gonna be this time? Chaos Theory, yes.
Yeah.
Love their color too.
If it's me, I'm finding the youngest kid. Yeah, purple. I love that purple. I'm finding the youngest kid in the crowd.
Yeah. Okay. This time to the left. Okay, he's going all the way up somewhere. Okay, there's a big row of. Yeah, those. Yes, that's exactly the place.
That is one excited fan right there.
Oh, yes. He's about to shoot through the roof.
All right, that is worth it. A good one to give it to there. The guy who is going to be the most excited you will ever see.
We should make an emote from this guy.
That guy, yeah, that guy should get his own emote.
And then the rest of the world was going to think, who is this guy in the game? Really cool. This is something special that OGN prepared with the players and all the fans to interact. You don't really have this anywhere in the world.
No, this is such a cool event. I am really, really loving this. Honestly, like, we could expand this a little bit next season. Give a few more prizes out and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, first including us. Wow. Gotta bring stuff
I mean,
down,
I don't disagree with you. It's the thing. I'm just like, oh.
You gotta lay the ground first, okay? This was smart deck choice by Manong, though.
Really smart.
Had the P.E.K.K.A, but P.E.K.K.A didn't really matter too much. Honestly, I would say it was basically a lava clone deck with a P.E.K.K.A in it.
Yeah. That you just throw the P.E.K.K.A down one time, see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, and the KK defended it so well, and Monong's like, okay, yeah, we don't need that anymore. It's just in the deck.
Yeah, it's a smart choice. After you get one crown, the goblins from the barrel just become so much weaker. Now moving on.
All right, this is my favorite. I can't wait to talk about this because I really like draft, and I read up a lot on the draft theory.
Yes.
Get Sparky Pickett is what I'm saying. I'm going to start with that now. Not just because
I do like it a lot too.
It's hard to get a counter to it. It's a little easier in triple,
yes,
but you don't really expect it to come out. So your opponent often won't take Zap or Ewiz or Lightning or something like that. You know, and then you can get a lot of value out of Sparky.
Yeah, Joker, a 2v2 player. Coming out strong and legend. Yeah. Certainly kicked in a spot in 1v1 in the playoff for kicks. Actually did a whole lot with the balloon. Surprisingly, he had a lot of balloon. Oh, he's still there. That's better than a Hog Rider emote, man.
That guy is the most excited fan. I love it. He is embodying the emotions of Clash Royale engagement right now.
Oh man, that's what All-Star is all about. Enjoy the moment, enjoy everything from the stage. Triple draft, let's see the cards and the choices.
Do we get to watch them draft? Okay.
Skeleton Barrel.
I'm taking guards. I'm taking guards if I'm taking guards, but Skeleton Barrel's good too because there's not great counters to it sometimes.
Yeah, the opponent, you get to see your opponent card too.
Yep. Oh, you get to see all of your? No, you
not
don't.
only half.
No. Bowler is amazing because it's really hard to find counters to Bowler. If your opponent doesn't have a few very specific set of cards.
Okay, picked Wizard, right? Wizard Bowlers?
Yeah, Princess definitely
Princess?
as well. You're trying to take things that just are hard to get good counters to because you pick Princess because, well, your opponent isn't likely to get Log.
Yes, okay. Golem, your deck's already too heavy for Golem. Just Hogs?
Yep, Hogs.
Yeah, Bowler Hogs, I think that's pretty good. This hard.
This one actually is hard.
Arrow actually is a really good spell in draft.
Really tempting.
Yes.
Oh, but he might take Barb Barrel. No, he's going for the Zap.
Oh,
Worried
Zap.
about
he doesn't have E-Wiz.
All right, you got this is really important. Is he going to take Log here on the left?
Oh.
Really important because if he takes Snowball, he went with Tornado. That's not bad either.
Yeah, not bad either. You got to take down Princess. I think that's going to be the hard part. Cycling through. Okay, here we go. We get to cast a draft.
This is really freaking fun.
A triple draft. We should do this a lot more often.
I am super excited.
Like once a month.
Oh, they can play this. Literally, if they had a league that was just draft, I would love to cast that. Splitting the Royal Hogs out, really smart here by Legend, not knowing that the tornado is available, but the reason you want to split them out in the beginning is because a lot of times your opponents aren't going to have those normal counters that they would like to have to the Royal Hogs.
Yeah, oftentimes forcing out 2 cards so you get to have better idea what this guy actually has.
Battle Ram from Joker.
Okay, Polar. What's he got against it? No air units.
Skeletons to start. That's not going to be quite enough to prevent all the damage from the Bowler. He does get 1 roll.
Yeah, which is about 200. Actually does a whole lot of damage.
Barbarian Hut, another good one. High risk, high reward. If your opponent has something like Lightning, though, oh boy, that hurts.
Fireball.
We don't get to see Wizard.
I know. That's why I never get to say that either on the cast.
Oh, but there's an Executioner here against the Skeleton Barrel. Legend's got to be like, oh man.
Bye, Skellies.
Rip.
That axe.
The latest axe swing you will ever see.
Yeah, with the rage, let's see the race. Ram with the barb, Executioner.
Well, the tornado's going to drag only one of the Royal Hogs off, so decent damage done, but not nearly as effective as that Battle Ram push. Along with that Royal goes so much.
Oh, also got the Princess. That's too bad for Legend.
Man.
So with a lot less space to actually use the Princess now with the tower down. And that's a heavy deck too. Bowler, the Royal Hogs, with the Wizard.
I can't remember what Joker's last card was. Was it a
spell? Yes.
It was a spell.
Along with the tornado.
Because Legend?
Exactly. It was definitely a spell.
Did Legend take Zap or did Joker take Zap?
Legend took Zap.
Okay.
Legend took Zap.
You could just put a B-Ram on the other side because, well, why not? And Executioner not terrible against the Bowler, but with a Lightning here as well. That's interesting that we saved that. Not wanting to use it onto the Barbarian.
Yeah, so that's what we just talked about. Princess so much harder now.
This Executioner is so good against
Executioner Tornado.
Yeah, that's just like you get that. That's a dream combo.
Yeah, when you get that in draft.
you get the archers, which are really effective against stuff like the wall breakers and the witch. If your opponent takes those.
I think Joker's got this. 3 seconds.
There it is. Joker takes it.
Finally.
Pretty close one there. That was fun. Can we please do more of that? Like, every day.
Every day? I don't know about every day. Once a month. I think it's a good call.
I love draft.
Yeah, finally, Team Expo. We're going to win and have one showing. The Destination jersey is pretty cool.
It is.
You get to learn about all the sponsors out in the world.
Yeah, the front side, like that right, or is that the right? Yeah, his right-hand side has the DNT on it or whatever that is. Or DN something. Can't quite read it. That I love the way that looks. That's cool.
I don't exactly know what you're saying, but okay.
That's okay.
I don't even, yeah. there are too many things grabbing my eye from that jersey.
You know, I would love to see a replay of this if this becomes like a competitive mode where we go through the actual draft again, look at all the cards. Because it's really hard to keep track of all of that in your head. There we go, the kid got one, the one I was looking at for a long time. That young man.
Oh, that's a good day for the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you also get a drink and also a free popcorn. Yeah, really cool stuff.
Oh,
you get to enjoy, basically have all the Clash Royale fun. You get to meet the players right in front of your eyes. Popcorn.
I want free popcorn.
We can get it later.
Okay.
We're asking for lots of free stuff today.
I'm a popcorn addict.
That popcorn is actually really cool.
Is it?
It's combined with caramel, strawberry, some sweet stuff, the regular one. It's like a mix.
That sounds really good. That sounds really good.
It is actually really good.
Well, it was, God, that B-Ram is so hard to deal with. And what's fascinating is the Wizard for Legend just kind of wasn't super useful.
Yeah, didn't do too much.
No.
Yeah, Joker always locked it down with a lumberjack. So
there's nothing, and also there's nothing the Wizard's really that useful against.
Maybe just archers maybe.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
and maybe against the B-Ram and the Barbarians. But it was way a little too. I think Legend wanted to use the time, wait to the double elixir, and get that hut. Use the barbs with the witch and wizard, and have like a really strong push.
That one's weird because like had Legend taken the arrows instead of Zap, because then you can get the archers. I don't know.
And I think Bar Barrel could have been the best.
Maybe
out of all. Then. Yeah, but it's hard. You don't exactly know what your opponent's taking. But moving on to game 5 already, set 5. This is going to be best of 3, by the way, guys.
Yes. This one is just no holds bar. Go at it.
Yes. Winner takes all the glory of becoming... most voted Expo Master got 9,349 votes. Almost 10,000 votes if you just raise it up a little bit. And Benzer also got 8,700 votes.
They're both amazing players, and it's a real treat to be able to get to see them play against each other here. And how serious do they take this? I expect a little bit of shenanigans out of Expo Master.
Yes.
He likes to come up with his own crazy stuff.
Yes.
Benzer, I'm not too sure.
He was already doing that in the league anyhow.
That's exactly.
He was already he was playing Magic Archer when no one else was playing Magic Archer.
Yeah, and there's the rest of Chaos Theory there
to
support him, and you got OP in there as well to support their team.
Yeah, Kicks right behind them too. So we'll see what happens in this best of 3 between Benzer and Expo Master. They're free to select any kind of decks, any kind of card. Let's see what it is. I'm guessing it's going to be super down-to-earth, serious decks.
I think
serious meta decks.
I think these two are actually like, there's a lot of pride between these two, especially Expo Master. And I think he's going to really try something that's like going to try to counter Benzer. I expect at least one Mortar deck out of, and maybe they both agreed that we're like, all right, we have to at least play
classic,
Expo and Mortar.
Classic deck for our name.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I'm feeling it, Paper Thin. Oh, on Hog Rider.
All right, with the bats behind it, of course, the earthquake. You can see Benzer already.
I know. Is he trying to go for the nightmare of last week? Because Jack used the Hog against Benzer.
Oh, and a mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yes, there were lots of decks with mini P.E.K.K.A. with the Hog, which has been going around between week 5 to week 8-ish during the league.
There's the Mortar.
EQ? Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't want to use it yet.
He's going to need to drop something before that.
Oh,
wait, there's the skeleton on the other side, and you're going to get the piercing in there.
So I told you, Expo Master uses Magic Archers everywhere. I'm not even kidding.
Well, it's such an amazing card now.
Only if you're good at it.
You got to be good at it.
Not for us.
I can't. No.
Yeah,
actually, I've been picking it basically every time I play draft just to try to get better with it.
Yes, more you play, you get better, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes your opponent just expects it, and the Fisherman just grabs it out.
The Fire Spirits, just in case there is those wall breakers, which there still could be here for Benzer.
Yeah, against wall bees, that's pretty good. Yeah, just heavy Mortar Miner coming down from Benzer. We were expecting the same deck. But Miner didn't really connect too much.
Not much, no, just a couple hits here and there. And we have a Fireball, good Fireball from Benzer. The predicted log. That's all the damage you're going to get out of that one there.
Says good game. Let's see if that good game actually means he can win or lose.
All right, is there wall bees here? Nope, okay. No wall bees for Benzer yet. Maybe he's holding on to him. So it's been a little bit more normal to be a little more patient with those wall breakers instead of just spamming them, but it's a minion.
Minion Horde going all the way out. Still got a lot of things to defend on the left. Magic Archer, they're in a row, perfect. The Motor can be a little foolish like that.
Oh boy, another piercing shot for the man, Expo Master.
At least Benzer does have a Fireball.
Yes. But most of the damage here for Expo has been through usage of his Magic Archer.
Oh, good miner timing.
Oh, really good miner timing.
Yeah, but because of the mini P.E.K.K.A, it's hard to pull off the damage. You're supposed to tank a lot more with the miner.
Yeah, now you've got a big push coming here. The log is going to come in, clean those up. A little bit more damage, but a healthy Hog Rider. One hit. That is it so far. Still plenty of time. Let's see if Benzer can find a way to turn this around.
Yeah, because of the Fireball, Expo Master always placing that away from the tower so that Fireball can catch the tower and the Magic Archer all the time. So smart placements always coming in with the Hog.
All right, here comes that miner. The mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be in the wrong spot, but those Fire Spirits are so devastating.
So good.
Eliminating like half of the army of Benzer. Oh.
That's basically having an arrow against the minion horde on his own. Which is also good against all the goblins, so chipping in damage. With all those goblins.
Gotta find something. That time it's gonna get a tower connection, but out on the side that Benzer would really, really want.
Yeah, Expo Master wanted that Fireball out onto the right.
All right, now the mini P.E.K.K.A is not in cycle, so Benzer is going to try to get the miner through, but oh my god.
That's painful. 5 elixirs for 2, basically.
Yeah, that's why I like Fire Spirits, man. Bring that minion horde. Because everybody switched over to the Witch, a lot of minion horde has been coming out of the ladder.
Yes.
My Fire Spirits get so much value.
Okay, miner connecting of some, but along with one more Hog, and the log should be able to just finish up the game. So close, and that's it.
It's amazing how well Benzer can play when there's a deck that's pretty well suited to counter his. You know, you kind of know he's going to try to play Mortar. He's got to do it. He's the legend of the Mortar, and he's got to give it a go. But even when, you know, you see a deck that's pretty well situated to potentially counter that, he still does a pretty good job.
What's next? I think we go down to Expo. You gotta have your name in the game. Put that down. Against Motorcycle, Expo's gonna have a tough time.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Look at this. Like you were saying, this Magic Archer, you can do it anytime that offensive Mortar is played that's not in the middle. You have to change it up to the middle if you're trying to get it offensively done. Keep those piercing shots away. You have the Hog Rider, which is pretty strong against all that. Now, usually you expect the Earthquake, but this time it was going to be the Fire Spirits in there just in case there were Wall Breakers.
Yeah, Fire Spirit's actually a better choice. Actually, awfully like a terrifying choice against a deck like what Benzer was just using against all those goblins, against the Rascal Girls.
Minion Horde.
Yeah, Minion Horde, of course.
Just get crazy value out of that. Wow. Yeah. Only one swing there from that Hog Rider, but it was all for naught. Just too much.
The key also was the mini P.E.K.K.A. Miner didn't really tank too many shots. Only gets like 2 seconds. It's supposed to tank like a few more seconds so that the bats get into tower, or the minions from the Minion Horde, at least few of them would get in. There was that mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Magic Archer to take care of all the small things. Yeah. So basically a counter deck made from the Expo Master.
It's showing that mini P.E.K.K.A. really good against that miner.
Oh, Benzer can certainly play Hogs too.
Oh yeah, he can.
Maybe we go down to the better Hog duel.
Could be. Still miner. Benzer basically plays miner like...
Oh, Ice Bow time?
90% of the time.
I think I'm feeling Ice Bow.
I'm cool with that. I want to see it.
Oh. Maybe not with the exact combo.
Maybe the RG or Graveyard. Potentially. It's a couple different decks that float around.
Yeah, the second one's going to connect to the tower.
Yep. There's the RG. It looks like the bomb tower. Oh, and an Earthquake with the RG. Wow, but it still prevents a shot. But you get the Brawler up on the top right.
But it's still okay. It's Valkyrie.
Okay.
Yeah, knew there had to be something else. And then the Brawler with the magic just comes out.
Well, what is Benzer's final card going to be? Usually it's something cheap. But maybe not this time.
Yeah, you can just have the big butt dropping from the sky.
Yeah. That's very potential. That's very,
Yes.
very likely.
Yeah, very, very likely with the Bomb Tower and Wall Breaker. This is the deck with the log. Oh, Magic Archer, okay. With the Goblins, was thinking, okay, this might be something different. He's about to show his own taste. Oh, actually goes down with the Earthquake plus.
This is this E-Dragon that Expo Master really likes. You watched one of the vids, he talked about how he really likes building decks around this.
He believes that E-Dragon actually counters a lot of the cards right now. It's just a little too heavy for him to use it all the time. Yeah, all the cool videos we have from Clash Royale League Asia channel, you can check those out.
And then, depending on what exactly gets thrown in behind this by Benzer, that is going to be a Bomb Tower outside of EQ range, so very well placed there by Benzer, but still some minor damage does get through.
Only a little bit. You eliminate the most potential damage, and then you take a small one outside. E-Drag going to connect with the bats. Even using the Tornado, but the King Tower is activated. So not as much damage, actually.
We're going to try and get this RG to go again, the predicted Bar Barrel, but this time the Bomb Tower is inside the EQ, so great play here by Expo Master to try to go for either side, potentially. But now there's a big push by Benzer.
Yeah, big push, actually. They connect one shot with the RG, but you're taking more damage from the Miner. A lot more damage this time.
Yeah, with that Valkyrie there to tank everything up for that Miner. Perfect. Which is weird, because usually it's the Miner that's the one that's doing the tanking.
Yeah, perfect log hitting everything. The Brawler, Ice Wizard, and the Tower. Benzer trying to finish this game with Chip.
Okay, you can use a Miner to keep that Magic Archer distracted. Your E-Dragon is going to survive and take out those bats. That's pretty big. Is the Bomb Tower going to come down? It does. Is it inside of Earthquake? It looks like it is.
One more shot from the RG actually wins the game.
Well,
that's 2-0.
That was a good game. Expo putting on a fantastic show. He's going to take it down here for Team Expo Master, or Team Expo.
Team Expo.
I'm calling it Team Expo Master. He won more games than anyone else.
Oh, yes.
And evens it up. Well, not evens it up, but close. 3-2. So advantage Mortar, but overall.
In terms of game score, it is 3-3.
Yeah.
So sort of like a tie.
A tie. We'll call it that. Expo Master. Those shirts are nice. Maybe we can. Maybe they have extras.
For our sizes?
I'm just trying to get more free
maybe
stuff,
for not, maybe not for our sizes.
Oh,
rip shirts.
Now I'm sad. Now I'm sad.
Okay, this one you need to have this on your wall, or on top on your ceiling, or somewhere around your room.
Let's see who he's gonna give it to.
Okay, we're getting a lot of love towards the left side.
He gave the YouTuber. That's a famous Japanese YouTuber.
He says, you want one? No.
Is that somebody? Somebody's already got an OPGG shirt on, so it's just a fan already.
Yeah, I believe this this actually came down for a few weeks ago, and then received the OPGG shirt as a prize. So big OP fan, it's gotta be.
That kid has got to be so happy. That's so cool. You get the jersey and a signed Expo Master shirt. Jealous.
Yeah, but Team Motor is gonna take the All-Star match. So much fun here.
More draft.
Yes, we should do this a lot more often.
Yes, this could be like a really nice like mid-season event, where like halfway through the season, when we switch, we just like take a day where we just have some fun.
Yeah, maybe before the actual World Finals at December.
Oh yeah.
We can have like an All-Star, like with all China, Asia, West, all together All-Star. That's even, like I know I'm thinking something crazy, but that's gonna be cool.
That would be super cool too. I would love that.
Okay, now, time to get serious, favorite thin.
Okay, serious face.
It's coming soon. OJ Nentis versus Fob Gaming. The grand final of the season All-Star match is over. Let's get our series pants on. That's coming up right after a short commercial break. So guys, stay tuned. It is going to be a heck of a match right here very soon. OJ Nentis versus Bob Gaming. Korea versus Japan.
Let's go.
아니 이거 그룹 B조 뭐죠?
비조가 확실히 좀 힘들었다.
오지에는 한마디로 낭만 실패세.
정말 말 안 듣는 개구쟁이들이 모여있는
약간 수학여행 가는 친구들 같은 느낌이에요.
저는 썬더 원크라운을 뽑고 싶어요.
2대2가 너무나도 완벽했었기 때문에 그 힘이 그대로 이어져 왔다고 저는 생각을 하거든요.
당연히 TNT 선수가 아닌가. 항상 중요할 때 좋은 역할을 했기 때문에
딱 떠오르는 게 있어요. 파브 게이밍은 긍정적이다.
에너지가 가장 넘치는
항상 이야기 들어보면 자신감에 차 있고 그다음에 항상 으라차차하고 있고
플레이어는 켄트메스 선수가 아닌가. 2대2도 굉장히 잘하지만 개인전에서도 가끔씩 정말 약간 조커 역할로 좋은 모습을 보여서
저는 역시 2대2 켄츠맨시 키타샤니라고 생각해요. 2대2가 만약에 이 정도의 안정감이 없으면 파브가 지금의 성적을 내지 못할 것 같아요.
모르겠네요. 진짜 모르겠다 이거. 거의 박빙이라.
오젠 진짜 딱히 흠잡을 데가 없지 않나.
파브 게이밍의 가장 큰 단점은 없어요.
Welcome to Clash Royale League Asia 2019 Season 2 Final. Introducing the two best teams from Asia. OGN enters. One crown. Thunder. TNT. Dandelion. Victor. Bob Gaming. Kenzu Meshi. Kitashan. Jack. Donnie.
パブゲーミングは、今までねプレーオフに出場したことがなくて
마지막에 빈결까지 써봅니다만 아쉽지 않았고
압도적인데요.
끝났어요.
약간 전 시즌에는 함께한 시간이 좀 적어서 잘 안 맞았던 것 같은데 아쉬웠죠. 더 노력해서 잘하고 싶다고 생각했어요.
ここまでいい結果が出るとは自分でも思ってなかったんですけど
約2年越しの世界大会進出といったところではすごくやっとかと嬉しさを共有しました
간절하게 연습했는데 이기니까 기분이 좋았어요.
말로 표현할 수가 없어요. 그냥 엄청 좋았어요.
와 그냥 말이 되나 뭐 이런 느낌? 소리 지르고 서로 안고 뛰고
Eu sabia da nossa habilidade, sabia que a gente tinha uma equipe muito forte.
TNT 올킬! 파브가 결승에 진출합니다.
そうですね。OG エントスが勝ち上がってくると思ってましたね。
一試合一試合が本当に拮抗してて熱い試合だったんで、結構予想はできました。
파브를 만났을 때 저희 팀원들 플레이가 완벽하지 않았고 저도 이제 완전 방심을 한 거죠.
저번에 실수해서 졌지만 이번엔 충분히 승산 있다고 생각하기 때문에 対戦2回するチャンスがあった中で、2回とも勝利できてるんで、この流れでいくと、パブが勝つだろうなって思います。
뭘 잘못 먹고 왔나 봐요. 너무 큰 꿈 꾸고 있는 것 같은데 현실에서는 안 이루어지니까 그냥 꿈에서만 그 생각하라고.
2대2는 좀 의외긴 했어요. 승률이 말이 안 돼서
우리 쪽에서 2대2만 잡아낸다면 승리할 확률이 굉장히 높아질 것 같아요.
まずアジアでどっちが最強かを決めましょう
원크라운 선수, TNT 선수 있고 저까지 해서 1대1 멤버가 더 많은 거는 사실이니까
1V 専門で出てる2人のダンデライオ選手と TNT 選手には前回勝っているのでそこは問題ないんじゃないかなと思ってます
원래 다 그렇게 자기가 강하다 생각하는 법이죠.
잭 혼자 잘하지 딴 선수는 딱히
Eu espero que a gente possa ser campeão. A gente tem time para isso. アジア1位を取りたいなと思ってます。
그러다가 한 번 지면은 멘탈 시계 나가가지고 너무 자신감 갖지 말라고 하고 싶네요. 3対0ですかね
이길 수 있으면 이겨보시죠.
또 오지 않을 수 있는 기회이기 때문에 어떻게든 우승하고 싶어요.
上がってきたらもう1位取る以外はないので、頑張ろうと思います
From 12 teams, now down to the final 2 teams. OG Nentis versus Fav Gaming. We're going to have the champion by the end of today. Welcome back to Clash Royale League Asia. This is the grand finals of the season. My name is G Clef. With me, the best, Piverthin. Who do you think is going to take it? This is the final. Best of 5. It's a different story now with so many great 1v1 players in both teams. Let's just get this down with.
This is so hard for me to decide because on the one hand, Fav Gaming has dismantled OG and Entis so far this season when they've ran into them. They have not dropped a set against them, and they have done really, really well. And this is the only 2v2 team that OG and Entis has really struggled against. The only other people they lost to was OPGG. They lost to Expo Master and Dabong. That is it. Other than that, they lost 2 times to Fav and then 1 time to those guys. But when I think about it, I think you get into those 1v1s and you have TNT and Dandelion to fall back on. Now, of course, there are so many great players on Fav. You're going to have Jack. I'm sure we're going to see him at least 2 times in those 1v1s because you can have the one player play twice.
Exactly.
But I think Dandelion is the real key here for OGN. That guy is an absolute monster, and when it comes down to it, the guy is really reliable. I've only seen him really kind of crack under pressure one time. So there you go. barely,
So
ever
which
so
team?
slightly picking OG and Entis just because of Dandelion.
Okay, because I've already made up my mind when I threw that question. I'm not saying Fav Gaming because you chose OGN. I'm going for Fav Gaming because you said Dandelion. Kensumeshi is also so good, not just in 2v2, and also in 1v1, had some great moments. Was not even needed because they were so good in the playoff, but in the regular season, when Kenzumeshi's got to go, he brings it to the table.
He's been really, really good at 1v1s.
Yes.
5 and 3 in his King of the Hills. Really an improved 1v1 player that we saw earlier this year. Now, the funny thing is, we haven't gotten to see him really in this new meta in the 1v1s because Bob has just been destroying everybody.
Yeah, because Jack basically never lost the 1v1, and their 2v2 is so solid. They don't even have to go to King of the Hill.
No, they basically don't. They've won 10 games in a row.
Yes, they won 1-1, and they're in the finals.
It's crazy. Just absolutely
So
crazy.
comparing the stats in the playoff, so much better for Fav Gaming. But you gotta see this is best of 5. Let's just get this over with the overview. There was a separate prize pool for the regular season, so that's why we're calling this a bonus prize. First place in the playoff, 50 grand. That's a lot of money. Second place, 30 grand. Let's see who's gonna take that 50 tonight.
I mean, this is great. If you get that first place, that 50 grand,
oh man,
bring that with you to LA for the World
Of
Finals.
course.
Got a little extra spending cash. America's a little pricey.
I know, you can buy like hundreds of those Hog Rider figures. I don't know if
Jack
you can.
might do that.
I don't know if you can carry it on the plane though.
Jack might sleep in a bag of Hog Rider figurines, I feel like.
Yes, it's on the bottom. Of course, we start with that 2v2. We have 3 best of 3 1v1s and the King of the Hill. So because of the final, it is best of 5, and 1v1 player can actually play twice before going into the King of the Hill. So let's see the roster. It was chosen last night, before 23:59, before we hit today.
I
Man,
mean, I feel
you gotta have. Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I feel like we can pretty well predict what this is going to be. I mean, 1 Crown Thunder against Kensumeshi.
Very likely.
2v2.
And
then
lots of TNTs,
Jack.
lots of Jacks.
Yeah.
And Dandelion, and maybe Donnie. So we'll have to see what the roster is going to be. It's gotta be. It's the finals. If you're going to risk a lot, no, I don't think it's the right stage to risk that much.
It's one of those situations where do you want to bring in something crazy?
Yes. Like a special new duo all of a sudden.
Right. There's that one deck that I saw that I thought was really wild in China. That was, it's the Goblin Hut with the Goblin Giant, double Witch. You have Night Witch, and that is a deck that I think would be really quite fascinating because it can really overwhelm your opponent if they're not ready for it.
Yes. So cool things, cool stats. We have a lot of things ready from OGN, but these two teams, following up with the storylines, they were never the finalist of a season, basically. And then suddenly they became this good. No. Through practice, both teams not really having a roster change from the last season. They just worked their asses this season. Literally got so much better. Fav Gaming heard. They got new coaches, analysis to get every single thing down. That's why they're winning so much. And OGN, same amount of practice. Let's see, we're seeing this many numbers, but I think it just came down to the number of practice and how perfect they were on stage.
Well, I think you make a really good point there that both of these teams stood pat. They stood with the same players, even despite having not very successful seasons last season. And now they come in here and they are playing really, really well. A lot of this, like you were saying, comes down to coaching and just practice with each other, getting better together, especially in those 2v2s. You can see how much of a difference that made for them to stick with the exact same 2v2 the entire season.
Exactly. See the numbers, slightly higher, not just slightly, a lot higher for Fav because they had so much better of the result. 2v2, 1v1. As I talk about 1v1, there we go. We have Jack. TNT as the first one, but they also got a Joker card. Dandelion, as you mentioned, I think you hit the nail right there. OGN's got a good duo in 1v1, not just in 2v2. Jackie's up there, and I mentioned Kensumeshi, but who else? So in terms of powerhouses, I think Fav is actually missing a person here.
it's just, I'd say, just because of the 1v1s, a little bit in favor of OG and Entis, and you can see King of the Hills, TNT is incredible, Dandelion as well, just absolutely brutal, and we saw One Crown play very, very well in the King of the Hills in the playoffs, so this is a very, very scary team when you get, if you get to that King of the Hill matchup.
Yes, and Jack just, what he was able to show last week, and also TNT, both players coming up clutch in 1v1, also TNT just destroying at the end in the King of the Hill by himself. Like these, the amount of potential and the skill, the talent these players have, it's absolutely nuts. Not just in this finals, in the World Championships, they're gonna bring something to the world. I can already see that coming. Here comes the roster.
Yep. About what you expect. You got Donnie in there against Dandelion. That's a really key matchup.
And actually, like they don't see the roster for the other side and decide who's gonna go in which set.
They have to pick it ahead of time.
Yeah, no, they just pick it last night. You pick your own squad and then just turn the paper in. And happens to be just TNT versus Jack twice. That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
They have yet to beat Jack this season. So can they do it?
Oh man.
I mean, the way TNT has been playing in this patch, it looks very possible. Now, can he do it against Jack? I don't know. I have some interesting stuff to bring up when we get to that.
Yeah, can we actually stop his hogs?
But we gotta wait for that because we should probably talk about that 2v2.
Yes.
Just a bit.
Exactly.
Just a bit.
Because Valve Gaming, they have been holding so, their defense is so good. Their offense is so much better. If you have better defense, you have a lot more units to stack up for your own wave attack. That's what Valve Gaming was so good at. OG and Entis, they're grabbing the chances so well with the freeze. When they need it, they go with the off-time freeze. You don't really expect that as an opponent, and then suddenly you bring that tower down. So in terms of playstyle in 2v2, I think they're really different. But it's got to be the deck choices they're going to bring in here.
If I'm OG and Entis, I'm kind of wondering if Valve Gaming wants to go Lava Hound because they've been loving the Lava Hound in the playoffs. And they've been absolutely just destroying them with it. A little bit of Balloon and other things in here as well. So very air heavy, very air centric has Valve Gaming been in this current 2v2 meta. So I'm just talking about just in the playoffs here. That's been kind of what they've been focusing on.
Yes, and also from the OGN side, they also use a lot of Lava Hound, but compared to other 2v2 duos, a lot less for them. They've been running some Hogs, even some Expos in 2v2, of course including Wall Breaker before anyone did. So in terms of the variety of 2v2, I think OG and Entis has certainly a little more, but in terms of how perfect the execution is, gotta give it to Bob.
They're just unreal. They've been so good this season. Every time we've seen them, it just looks flawless. And even if they lose a game, they turn it around and figure it out and work it out and do the math, and then they're coming through and they're winning. What an incredible treat it has been to watch them in these 2v2s. Can't wait to get to see them on the world stage coming up next month.
Yes. I think we're ready for that 2v2. It's a big stage, the finals of Season 2. Let's get the first game of 2v2 ongoing. See you guys in the legendary arena.
And ooh, the Goblin Barrel.
Yes,
so
it's
right
a Tornado Poison band.
Yep, so it's a lot easier to get some of that stuff going. Princess as well, so the bait. The bait. I think this is an interesting play here by OG and Entis.
And Bob with the miner. I think they have to target the Princess Sound every single time. Arrows!
Arrows were brought here by Fob.
Arrows!
Oh my.
Which is great against all the baits, against Skarmy, against all the small units. If you catch the Dark Goblin and the Princess together in an arrow, because the radius is so big, and they got the RG too.
Wow, okay, so really wild stuff. Good
Perfect fireball.
Gonna get that Magic Archer, do some damage to the bomb tower. You're gonna get one shot, at least two out of the RG, and that'll be it, but that's
hurts.
enough.
And the Wall Breakers immediately onto the left side for Valve Gaming. There's that Mega Knight dropping hot. And the Wall Bees are gone.
Oh, look at this push. They have to use the arrows. That is not ideal.
Still good, though.
It's
3
still
for
fine.
3 plus the bats, so that actually removed all the damage.
Definitely not the ideal situation for those arrows. I love bringing these arrows in here, though. And then you're going to get, of course, our good friend, the the giant skeleton.
Yes, it's all giants out there.
There's too many giants.
Yeah, and that's the best thing. Fav, they're gonna take one stab at a time with the snowball, but they got the secondary arrows, so they're pretty solid, good against all the goblin barrels. So now the problem would be that dark goblin chipping in.
Yeah, getting a bit more damage up in that top.
Yeah, Vanilla 400 every time Vanilla onto that Princess Tower, 4 shots. And that predicted barrel. Wow. I mean, the log, it's actually crazy. Perfect timing from OGN.
All right, here comes that barrel, and they're now opting to just save these arrows just for the Gob barrel. They have a Dark Goblin of their own here.
Yeah, I think the key will be the Dark Goblin for both sides. Either they connect to the tower or not. It's going to provide a lot of damage and a big rocket, eliminating the Witch.
Card that we've seen Fav Gaming use very well throughout the season, getting a ton of value out of those rockets and doing a lot of damage to the RG as well, so he's not even going to get a shot. Big push coming through here on the bottom right. Top left looks like it's dealt with by the Valkyrie.
Yeah, good fireball, and all the way throughout with that Mega Knight taking the wall breakers too. So a lot of elixir received by OG and Entus just with that Mega Knight.
Yeah, learning their mistake from last time, just bridge spamming the
RG's pushing.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot of damage.
It's a knockdown to the tower.
That's it. That is going to be game.
Oh.
Man, log in the back as well.
And the fireball, the cage, everything put down. Fav Gaming says, okay, that was a clean game. Woo. Gotta say, OG and Entus, a few of their fireballs were amazing. Yep. Like, that rocket was pretty clean, but the predicted log and the predicted fireball that were hitting a couple more, just being brought down by Fav. Always nailing that magic archer so it doesn't get a piercing shot. That was some world-class 2v2 right there.
And I love the idea of having the arrows in the deck, but the problem becomes is against the Goblin Barrel, there's more efficient ways to get elixir out of that, either that be bar barrel or log, or you know, even snowball sometimes, but still nowadays, because of the snowball change, you're still gonna get a few hits in, potentially from those goblins, depending on what else is going on. So the arrows look nice, but there are more favorable trades to be had.
Yes. Arrows, because it was basically locked against the Goblin Barrel, and it couldn't be used to at least like bring down the Princess or the Dark Goblin that's in the back. That's just shooting too many darts, getting a lot of elixir value out of there. I think that was a real problem. They were keeping some damage with the rocket and the fireball into the tower, but very limited because of this double barrel, and you got to worry about the RG coming to the bridge. So that was a smart idea by OGN.
Really smart. It's really weird and tough to deal with. You know, these normally balanced decks that Fav Gaming likes to bring in this situation struggle because they don't have amazing answers for the spell bait, and then you've got all this beef as well with the Mega Knight and the RG, and you don't have something like an Inferno Tower, Inferno Dragon, or a P.E.K.K.A. or a Mini P.E.K.K.A. that can really chew through those beefy units.
Yes. Mega Knight also got so much value just from dropping down hot, getting the wall breakers. Let's see if this rocket continues for OGN or Fav Gaming. Really good at turning things around for 2v2. Only 1-0, best of 3 in the set. Let's see what they got this time.
If OGN wins this, that is going to be just so massive.
That's big news. It's got to go up in New York Times front page right there. OGN 2-0 Fav Gaming. Right there.
I don't know if it's that big of news. I mean, I wish it was, G-Clef. I wish it was.
At least on Royal API News.
There we go.
That's more likely.
Now we're going to get them waiting because no one really wants to reveal what's going on.
In 2v2, this is pretty uncommon, I gotta say.
Yeah, especially in 2v2. Usually somebody just tries to cycle something to try to feel out your opponents to see what they want to do. Are they just both? Okay, Goblin Cage is going to come down, and then a Magic Archer, another Goblin Cage from OGN. There's that Executioner worried about the Lava Hound.
I think both teams are also possibly holding on to the Lava Hound. That's why they're really pushing the far. This Lumberjack onto the right.
Is Bob going to try a RG of their own, maybe?
RG of their own, or it could be another Graveyard Sword. We have been seeing that away. Not too much. You can always go back to your originals. Okay, Executioner does survive. Never mind.
Ooh, the Hunters here going to help deal with that skeleton barrel. Just one little poke.
Hunter's a good addition against all those small skeletons.
And the bigs. The
Yeah, and the bigs too.
So do it right with that.
Yeah, the bullet spray if you catch it. All the bullets. I mean, you can even deal with the golem.
Yes. There's going to be a witch from Bob. Are we going to see lightning or something like that from OGN? Or are they just going to let this one roll for now?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy on elixir. The moment witch drops, there's a balloon.
Okay, we've got the Goblin Cage to distract the balloon, an Executioner here as well.
Yeah.
I think the defense could be good, but a
The freeze, there's no anti-air. Right now, Snowball was just used.
Oh, great timing by Bob. That was really well done. 971 left on the bottom right.
Really smart play. Ojin sort of expected that, had all the placements away, like Cage onto the left, Executioner onto the right, but that freeze was just perfect, catching everything right there.
Yeah, Fob going back to what works, and that is freeze. Freeze is so strong. All right, they're just going to load up with the Giant Skeleton. They're going to clone it,
but
right at the bridge.
Immediately, with all the spells just chopped down, only the Lumberjack got a few scratches. This is not exactly what Ojin wanted.
I can see a bit of a smile on Kita-chan's face there for a second. This time, I think the defense might be a little better here. The freeze does come in, never mind.
No anti-air.
There's
that fireball.
Fireball is there, but they're going to get the drop damage and the minor hits.
And it hits the witch, too. So even worse of a situation. Ojin Entis trying to get more done. Looking for their clone, maybe, but not in time. With the spell, Bob Gaming is going to take the tower down and bring the second game for themselves. What a game. I think the moment Ojin used the clone, there was a spell, either a zap or a really clutch fireball at the moment. So the first initial clone basically got deleted right there.
Yeah, the timing on the clone is so crucial.
Yes.
Because you have to avoid the spells, and you're trying to find that moment when you can trick your opponent into using a spell somewhere else, or maybe you think they've exhausted them, and then you're going to try to get those clones to work, and try to, with the Giant Skeleton, you're even trying to like push things along so you can get those Giant Skeletons closer as well, and it all depends on how kind of things line up, finding the right moment there as well.
Yeah. Great freeze here, well timed. Knew that the snowball was basically coming down. Executioner, elixir heavy, but if it's in the freeze together with the tower, there's no anti-air. It's a great play here, and I think this is the clone moment. Yeah, right after the clone, zap. Basically at the same time.
Yeah, and then a snowball as well, just in case, but at that point, most of the clones had already been taken out by the other units that were there.
It's a great prediction. Yeah, with the Scale Barrel, you're kind of expecting with the Rage, there's got to be a clone in this deck.
And then you can just Fireball, Zap, Snowball. GG, that Fireball's so good and pretty necessary when Poison isn't available because of the ban.
Yeah, honestly, this 2v2 looks like just one spell away. So clutch together, just all the way from beginning to end. Just one spell throw, one spell game. That's like a key winning play of the game.
Well, here we go. The deciding game of the set. This has been a really good one. That last game was really cool. Kind of two very interesting decks going up against each other there.
Especially OGN's bringing something new. Game 1, lots of bait. Game 2, clone. Game 3.
Hey, you won game number 1. Why not try something crazy? You've got nothing to lose. Well, maybe,
this one, if you lose.
Yeah, now if you lose, it's bad, but you can maybe catch your opponent really off guard.
That's right. That is certainly right. Yeah. Similar start to game 2. Again, Giant Skeleton Witch. But these can still pair up with lots of different things.
Oh, yeah.
Still bait is possible.
Is there a Fireball here from OGN and Entis? Doesn't look like they want to. They're just going to let that Giant Skeleton do all the work.
Yeah, I thought they
save that elixir.
Yeah, wanted to catch everything, but the Giant Skeleton does the work. And Hog.
Here we go.
It's not the first time, but...
Oh, and the freeze, the
and
counter
an offensive freeze. Right, wait. And one more second.
Oh, a Zap's going to buy them a little bit of time. Not bad.
I think Zap just eliminated about 300-400 damage right there.
Yeah, that Zap was actually a lifesaver.
Yes, because the Hunter was really close to the Hog anyhow. And a back-to-back, here we go again, Hog.
Oh!
It's got to go to the cage, but the mass. I mean, those skeletons are heavy.
We kept seeing this last week. Me and Simon kept talking about this. If you have the giant skeleton and the goblin cage and there's a hog rider, you can actually stuff that bridge up and basically prevent the hog rider from going anywhere.
Yes, and there was even an RG when you guys were talking about this on top of that bridge, so it makes no space for those hogs to actually go through.
It's a little deja vu, and okay, they're gonna take a little bit of damage from that magic archer.
Okay, they're gonna say it's okay. Take a few more hits. Even with the lumberjack, they're going in strong.
Yeah, they really, really want this. What a fireball that catches so many units. Too bad it didn't get into that Dark Goblin, but
And the freeze coming in after. Now the hog is free to go with the rage, with the snowball.
Oh, the giant skeleton bomb was in as well. That's all they really needed. What a freeze from OG and Entis.
This is insane. Okay, the balloon comes. Dark Goblin is there, but locks onto the miner for now. Bomb tower.
Is there a freeze available here for Bob?
Oh, Ewers! Having that mini stump just before the tower.
Look at this freeze. I think OGN is going to do this here. They're just going to let this hog rider go. Bob. They know they have to make a push work. There isn't enough time to do anything else with that Mega Minion, along with the Ewis, are going to clean this up.
The snowball comes just in time. 8 seconds to go. There's that earthquake from OGN to secure the 2v2. Almost seemed like impossible to break down Kazumeshi Kitashan. OGN's gonna do it tonight. They win 2v2.
That is a huge win for OGN Entis. What a play there with those freezes, waiting for their opponent to use the defensive freeze, to throw down their own, to buy enough time for that giant skeleton to sneak in there, get close enough to drop his bomb.
And the timing for the offensive freeze from OGN, most of the units, including the Princess Tower, you have to wait for some delay before the next attack. They bought the maximum amount of time just before the next bullet from the Hunter to freeze, so they can actually buy that much, just more time for maybe one more hog hit, one more damage put into the tower. That was like the best freeze I've ever seen in competitive.
Yeah, that was some of the best use of freeze. And once they realized that Bob didn't have a lot of answers for some of these big pushes they had and were forced to use that defensive freeze, they knew they could capitalize on it and squeak that giant skeleton in there.
Yeah. Usually when we see freeze to freeze, it's immediate freeze right after. But OGN, they wait for the perfect time to gain the best amount for their own attack. That was clearly so well practiced. I want to see it over and over again.
Oh, I know.
That freeze timing, it feels like a different freeze spell in a way.
It's so crazy. Look at this. They load up a fireball. Oh, wait, this is game 2 still. Excuse me. Not yet. There was giant skeleton waiting for it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you delay with a later freeze, you get some more time right after.
Man, and they catch that. Is that a lumberjack in there? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, also a log pushing it away.
Pretty good defense, and now this is where it gets dicey.
Oh. This
pretty good
nasty.
fireball. Look at this.
Yeah. They wait for the freeze.
And a rage is going to let that giant skeleton get up there.
And then the log push, and then the snowball push.
Crazy good stuff.
Nuts. There's no further unit. Yeah, Valve Gaming, they had nothing else to put it down. But still they're smiling on the stage. But that was a big loss for them because they can trust in the one and only, the Hog himself. The Hog Rider Jack.
He should have got a mohawk again. But anyway.
Yeah, that was a cool hair from last season.
All right. So this is now really, really difficult for Valve Gaming. But I want to talk about Jack in the playoffs. What card? If I said there was a card that Jack has not played in the playoffs, what do you think? I mean, obviously, outside of the obvious, like E-barbs and that kind of thing.
Well, he had a lot. Well, before the playoff in Week 8, he was showing about like 6 different decks, back to the P.E.K.K.A deck, P.E.K.K.A Ram decks, some Royal Hogs, including a lot of Royal Ghost, and maybe last season he was also showing lots of Motor, but not anymore. Did I catch anything?
He's been all over the place with those.
Yes, in Week 8, and then suddenly in playoff, there's Hogs all over.
He hasn't played Wall Breakers.
In the playoffs.
He has not played Wall Breakers in the playoffs.
Which he did in Week 8.
Yes.
Yeah, twice. Wallbreaker Miner, one with Fisherman, one with the Mega Knight. And then suddenly he just hide it.
And people have been playing it against him, and he's been smoking them.
Yes, he does. That's why he won every single game, basically. But TNT, he can certainly work with the cycles, too.
Absolutely. He's been doing a lot of wall breakers in the playoffs, been very successful with it himself. Obviously, an incredible player. He loves the Royal Giant as well.
Uh-huh.
So you got to be ready for that.
Let's get down. Set 2, 1v1 between TNT and Jack. And wall breakers, yeah, if you're on the home side, on one of the side, it doesn't split. With the next patch, it will always split, I believe.
Yes, they fixed that, so it shouldn't happen like that anymore. And it's going to be Sparky here from Jack.
So Giant Sparky?
Oh no.
Oh!
Jack did not expect that.
And the perfect snowball push, so 2 perfect spells.
If Jack had any idea that there was a rocket in this, he would not have done that.
Giant Sparky it is from Jack. And of course, from TNT, just wall breaker cycle with the miner. Let's see if that's with the Mega Knight, without the Mega Knight. Because TNT does like cheaper cycle with the Executioner,
wow.
though. That's a twist.
With the Executioner?
We knew with the Rocket it was going to be something different.
All right, Valkyrie and Tornado make sense with all of this. Those combo very well.
Yeah. Great cards all over. Just the fireball damage into the tower now. Jack's got to work with the cycle on his own. Mini P.E.K.K.A against the Miner. That's a good addition.
That's a really nice addition. Is it going to be a Goblin Cage here on the back for TNT? Just swapping out poison for the Rocket in this situation just because the match? No, it's just going to be Goblins. This is a really unique deck from TNT.
Yes. 3 spells. There's a lot of small units. Perfect 2 cards for defense. 3 cards including the Valkyrie, Executioner, Tornado. That's always a combo. And TNT's got to land all the shots with the wall breakers, or even the Miner, that's okay. If he gets a chance with the Rocket, there we go.
All right. Let's see what Jack wants to do. Now, if you have Sparky and they have Rocket, you cannot put Sparky anywhere near your Princess Towers. It has to be put out somewhere in the open and trying to force out a slightly worse trade with that Rocket.
Yes, and it's still pretty slow of a push with the Giant, so TNT's going to have a lot of fun with the Tornado.
Yeah, and this is what sucks if they have Rocket and you're a Sparky player. It's really, really hard to get pushes going. I like what Jack is doing, splitting sides here, because you don't want to get stuff bunched up with Sparky.
Yeah, with the Mini P.E.K.K.A on the left, stop with the Valkyrie. Perfect defense. So TNT's trying to win this game with spell damage, basically. Some minor squishy.
Yeah, the zap to slow
the Goblins!
up, but those Goblins do so much damage. A Mini P.E.K.K.A just in time to distract the Executioner. This is a really nice put-together deck here by TNT.
Wallbreaker, you know it's not going to connect. Just buying time, basically, for TNT. Takes a few more shots on the left because you know that the push is going to come towards the right side. Jack's also got a defense, have a one big setup with the Giant and the Sparky.
Look how ready for this TNT is. Right away, that Rocket's just coming right out. Doesn't even give it a shot.
You have to be seriously ready with the Rocket to not even have a shot. Because it was immediately locked onto the Valkyrie.
Use those skeletons really well. Nice done by Jack to defend against the wall breakers. It's a nice trade. People have found out that the skeletons do stop the wall breakers.
Oh, and the Princess Tower still locked. Just got onto the Miner now with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Still 200 plus damage from that Miner push. TNT is making it just defense perfect. Over 6 minutes, I win this game.
Yep. Just get a little bit of spell damage, a couple more Miner hits in, and then you can go right for that 432 damage from the Rocket. This time, Jack trying a bridge spam. I like the idea. Putting Sparky at the bridge. Now, TNT's Rocket is good. It's going to get everything there at that bridge. It does get its shot off, though, because it caught TNT a little off balance.
Yeah. Now with the wall breakers and the Valkyrie all together, Fireball does get on perfectly and no Miner hit, I believe, with the Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Perfect defense by Jack.
Still about 600-700 to go on that bottom left, and Jack's got to go towards the opposite side.
All right, he's going to try the same thing. Is TNT going to be ready for it? Just the Executioner down.
Yeah, has the Tornado in case there's something else.
Yep, you can use the Snowball to slow this up. That is one punch there from, I believe that was 2 that got in there.
Yeah, that was 2 at the end. Jack's being smart. He's not putting anything else down because if he does, then TNT's going to use that Tornado.
Oh, that Sparky just got 2 really big shots for itself. A lot of value. And now he can force something on the right because he knows that the Rocket has to be used on the left.
Executioner and Tornado is available, so getting that down is big.
And that's going to be the end of that push. A nice try by Jack. I like the idea. Finally getting some pretty good value out of that Sparky here. But, oh boy, that execution.
Oh, the second wall breaker! Oh, the Zap saving the day from going down.
But now we are snowball rocket range. So Jack has to really put the pressure on. I don't know if it's fast enough with the Giant to do it.
It's going to be way too long. Rocket's going to be in the air very soon. First, TNT just going to have a solid defense against the Giant. And then, and then a Rocket. Or he can just defend for the next 45 seconds too.
Yep, there it is. The Rocket's away. The snowball's out. TNT takes a very hard-fought game 1.
Okay, this is very unique. What TNT has brought against Jack says, whatever you bring, I'll get it down with near perfect defense. Even if it's heavy like this with the Giant, or I can also have Tornado against the Hog and activate the King Tower.
And
this puts a lot into Jack's head right now, choosing deck.
It does. I think you're exactly right. And I think what's really confusing if you're Jack is none of the decks that he's been playing in the playoffs warranted a Rocket. Like, it is so out of left field to have that Rocket in here for TNT. Like, what a read TNT had on this. Because the other decks Jack is playing, I'm like looking at him, I'm like, all right, well, you know, he's got a few things here and there, but like, you know, Lava Hound, Royal Giant, but nothing that's like amazing value for that Rocket.
So this is basically forcing Jack to not even saying, okay, don't use Hog, I got my Tornado Executioner, and I got the Rocket, so nothing big of slow push is gonna work against me. So come with the Miner, and let's see who's better with the prediction on the spells and the placements. That's what TNT is saying, and even if that happens, I can surely win against you. So this is a lot of confident play, confident choice, just seeing from the deck of game 1.
And even if this was like the Hog Rider EQ deck that we see Jack play, we've seen him play in the
last
playoffs.
week.
This is still a great deck against that as well, in a way.
Yeah, exactly. If you got no building.
Yeah, no building.
You can make so many things work. The wall breaker, they were so close to reaching the tower. They don't even need to. Rocket damage always went in. Let's see, game 2, your deck choices. Still one up, TNT. He gets this one. Another win for OGN.
That would be devastating. This is so much pressure on Jack right now.
No, 2-0 in the finals.
No.
It's best of 5.
Need this one, Jack.
Again, Miner.
Magic Archer from Jack this time.
There are still a couple wall breaker decks with the Magic Archer too.
Of course, Poison very popular in the meta because it is so good against that Witch right now and many other things.
Also, Minion Horde. Just deletes all.
Yeah.
So may have been thinking, okay, Jack might be bringing something like a Graveyard, so I better bring a Poison into my cycle. Here comes the B-Ramp, pack of B-Ramps. Is the most common one with the Magic Archer.
Wow. Oh, there's the Bomb Tower.
So expected something like the Wall Breaker cycle or the Hogs from Jack.
There's that Ice Wizard. Going to be some kind of cheap cycle. That Royal Ghost's going to get a couple hits in. Oh boy, that Royal Ghost, it's pretty hard, man.
Yeah, and Jack can't really... He can split, but when he creates his own offense. And TNT, similar situation, but much quicker in cycle. Okay, Piercing Arrows, 2. That's 3.
Good log. Didn't really slow down the attack speed from that Royal Ghost or anything like that.
And also, Princess Tower got the final arrow onto the Ghost. So no other threat now, P.E.K.K.A being built.
Right now, I really like Jack's deck because I haven't seen a great answer to P.E.K.K.A in TNTs. So TNT really needs to focus on keeping this P.E.K.K.A busy, kiting it around, slowing it up with the Ice Wizard.
Exactly.
And keeping the Ice Wizard safe. Oh no, that B-Ram just goes right in.
Oh, has the Tornado. With the slow, it brings it into the Bomb Tower. Great play. Okay, Jack very likely does have the minions along with this, and the E-Wiz. So when is he actually going to drop that?
All right, that's good, Fisherman. He's gonna move that Miner from the back side there. If the Miner is on the back left side, you can actually pull and do it right. You can pull the Miner into the tower, but of course TNT knows that, so I'd expect that Miner to stay somewhere around the front or the right end side.
There's that E-Wiz. Oh, Tornado to have the piercing. Smart plays. That's 3 already. 4, right?
Yeah, 4 shots there. Huge tornado. Now TNT. The real question is, can he keep the defense going? The bomb tower is down, but there is another one available for him.
The deck is pretty cheap. See all the numbers 3, 4, 4. Everything's less than 4. It's gonna be quick cycle. Buildings coming back and forth all the time.
Dirt cheap, dirt cheap.
So both players really trying to have that Magic Archer lane at least a shot or more. Jack's trying to have that BRAM connect, but against the tornado, it's never gonna connect basically.
Good use of the Fisherman to keep that Magic Archer from doing anything unusual here.
Yeah, that bomb tower actually connected to the Magic Archer too. So lucky shot for TNT.
Okay, now we got some defense available. Gonna have to use a log this time to make sure that battle ramp doesn't get into the tower. That poison gets a ton of value.
Yes, gets the Magic Archer and the Ice Wids. He moved exactly. Jack's okay, that doesn't connect to the Magic Archer. Good news for Jack. Can at least get one more.
All right, Jack's gonna cycle that Fisherman in the back, and this could get weird because this opens the door for TNT to maybe try to take advantage of that.
So Jack does have a chance. He has the card to make everything work. Fisherman can change a lot in this game. TNT certainly leading with that poison. He's trying to chip that down with the spell damage. But Jack can certainly make things work.
Good Magic Archer placement. It avoids that. A Magic Archer on the left, getting some shots in. Real story is on this right-hand side. Here comes that poison, but there's a tornado as well, dragging everything back.
Oh, the bomb tower is so good with the splash. It hits all the barbarians, even the Magic Archer ones. And there's that Royal Ghost popping out all the time. The cycle's so quick for TNT.
Oh, good P.E.K.K.A. That P.E.K.K.A.
Says no way, but the Magic Archer there! Another shot ends with the poison damage. What is happening right now? OG and Entus is running away in this finals. That's 2-0.
This team looks incredible right now. We know they've been really good all season, and it's, like I've been saying all year, it's so hard to beat the same team 3 times in a row. And OG and Entus right now looks incredible. They're 1v1. TNT is just playing out of his mind.
Started with the 2v2. TNT today, even last week, he looked like a Clash Royale robot. Not the AI bot, that's not the AI bot, guys. Like the robot player who plays Clash Royale 24/7, basically. Jack, he wasn't bad today. I mean, just TNT. The cards that he had and the preparation, outrageous.
Those tornadoes with that bomb tower and the Magic Archer and the Ice Wizard, wow. That is a sneaky amount of damage.
Jack was countered so much on his own big push. So that was really, really tough.
And I said there that I like Jack a little bit more with that P.E.K.K.A, but then that tornado comes out, and with everything else that's in there, you're getting all kinds of damage.
Yes, 2-0. This one's going to be a shorter break. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Certainly, OG and Entus leading the set, but Valve Gaming, they can have a big comeback. We'll be back with set 3.
Let's go.
Welcome back. This is Season 2 finals between OGN and Entus, FOV Gaming, and right now OGN is destroying the ground of FOV Gaming, making a name for themselves. 2-0.
Well, this is not the situation that FOV wanted to be in coming into this match against Dandelion. Down 2-0, it's up to Donnie. We haven't gotten to see a lot of Donnie this year. In fact, we haven't seen him since the Wallbreakers patch, the Wallbreakers Witch patch.
Yeah, Donnie did play few King of the Hill in the regular season. In the playoff, 0. Of course, playoff didn't get to the King of the Hill at all. But that's low amount of game. Only 5 games, having 2 to 3. Donnie's, that's his stat for the regular season. But Dandelion, this man created a meta with the Royal Recruits that we don't really see too much anymore.
He did.
Because of the bomb tower. But before the Wallbreaker patch, I mean, he created some meta with the Royal Recruits, and when everyone else was using Royal Recruits, he was moving on to something else.
He is constantly trying to create his own meta. He is such an innovative player. So fun to watch. Some Royal Giant from him so far in the playoffs and a few other things. So he's, you know, he can play standard decks, and then we see some wild and crazy stuff. Are we going to see the recruits from him here?
Well, he was using some Giant Fisherman, Giant Double Witch, and also some 3 Musketeers. Maybe tonight, maybe not tonight. We'll see. This could be the match point if Dandelion brings it to OGN. Set number 3. Donnie versus Dandelion.
This ought to be a good one. Like we said, we haven't gotten to see much of Donnie. He's played some off-the-wall kind of stuff. He played that P.E.K.K.A. Royal Hogs deck that was a very heavy deck here. And look at this Skeleton Barrel, already something a little unique coming in from Dandelion.
Yeah, it can also be the clone, or just along with the Inferno Dragon, we're getting Mega Knight. We're thinking of Mega Knight, Dandelion, and also Donnie just having the Magic Archer with the Wall Breakers, so going to be okay. But against this many troop cards, this many Goblin Gang, and also Spear Goblins,
all right,
can be tough.
Yeah, it looks like it might be one of the faster cycles, kind of more of a control style wall breakers here from Donnie that's popular in the meta. And Dandelion, is this going to be some kind of bait deck?
No, it's got to be just with the Miner and with the Inferno, unless he's going really off the walls.
Yeah, I'm just trying to predict that he's going off the walls because that's what he likes to do.
Yes,
you're right. You know, Mega Knight is still the most likely.
And when you're just waiting for that wall breaker, I think this one deck actually fits the meta okay. So good split with the walls, but Dandelion's always going to be ready with that Goblin Gang though.
Magic Archer shots do come through for Donnie. He really likes the Magic Archer. He's used it a couple times himself so far this season. That was a while ago.
Okay, now that bat stuck onto that tower did a whole lot more damage than it should.
Well, you're going to get maybe 1, 2, just 1 hit from us.
Just 67, so not too bad. Also good for Donnie, having all those wall breakers, always forcing out 2 for 3.
Okay, we're going to be into the double elixir time here. Is this where we're going to get a little bit of that heavier action coming out? Ooh, that zap does miss one of those spear goblins, so he's going to get 1 extra throw.
And what if Dandelion just suddenly brings an RG instead of anything else? So we'll have to see what the final cards is. We laid down few. Just have to wait. Donnie also waiting for that perfect moment. It might just be the Mega Knight versus Mega Knight. Right in the middle.
Could just be something a little bit of a fast cycle as well from Donnie. You see that from time to time. That Magic Archer and the Valkyrie.
Yeah, but overall, Donnie's able to put a lot more. That Miner doing some damage on the way, all the way in the back. Okay, this is only Spear Goblins. So far, working out okay.
Nothing. Nobody willing to show their trump card just yet. That Zap's going to clean up a lot of Dandelion's defense against that miner, so quite a bit of damage coming in. There is the bomb tower here from Donnie, some more of the control style. Looking like it's going to come out. Bomb tower gets taken down, but miner, it's a little bit of damage in the back.
Oh, and a Zap eliminating that connects one onto the right side. Was connected to the miner, but that's already a plus 400 damage straight on.
Okay, bomb tower down here once again. Those are going to be some very dead skeletons. Inferno Dragon going to find his end as well as Dandelion continuing to change up sides, trying to keep the pressure on, but Donnie doing the exact same thing and a slightly better mana. Now finally that Mega Knight comes down.
It had to be dropped. That's why Donnie was always splitting, just so that the Mega Knight can't really get that spawn damage worth. So good read from Donnie. You knew that was going to be the Mega Knight, very likely.
Yep, and Mega Knight gets chewed apart between the Valkyrie and the bomb tower and the bats. It's not much. Now that miner up in the top left got a lot of work done for Dandelion.
Oh, got the Zap down. One miner! If they connect! Oh man, that's GG right there.
Wow. Donnie with a shocking win. Very well done by him.
Says, I knew it was going to be Mega Knight 100%. It's one of the most common decks, even before week 7. Yeah, we were just having that for at least a week or so. On the top of the ladder was one of the strongest decks. Just before week 8, and also after week 8 with the Wall Breaker patch. Still really good. Mega Knights popping here and there everywhere right now.
Yeah, so that last card from Donnie, never got to see it. Pretty sure it's a lock. If it's the same deck that I'm thinking of, it's Valkyrie, Magic Archer, Bomb Tower, Miner, Wall Breakers, Bats, Poison.
Yes.
But Zap in there, maybe not. Hard to say. That
sometimes
a little bit of a different variation on that.
Yeah, sometimes you put in the Magic Archer instead of another.
Excuse me, maybe Poison.
Another spell. Sometimes you just bring one instead of 2. It depends. But he was also having bats, so give and take.
Well, regardless, really nicely done here by Donnie. A big shocking victory for him. And just having that bomb tower is so efficient right now. Cleans up so many of the small units, even pretty good against that Mega Knight and other units you want to try to get stacked up behind it because of the splash damage. They'll hit those as well.
Yeah, really well controlled by Donnie. Just always forcing more cards to be used, either the Goblin Gang, if that's not in cycle, Spirit Goblins, and then when Spirit Goblins come right in the middle, Zap. You have the perfect spell to at least connect one of your Wall Breaker. And it happened twice, not just once.
Yeah, it was great timing. Great timing by Donnie.
Oh, you can see the face of Kenzumeshi. I'm trusting on you, bro. Right now, you're the only hope.
Well, what is Dandelion gonna do? We got a Dandelion fan.
Big crowd for OGN and also Fob Gaming.
Your sign's upside down. There you go. Better.
Hey, that fan came all the way from Daegu, which is about
oh wow,
more than 2 hours away with the speed train.
Yeah, it's pretty far out there.
Yeah, with the KTX, so it's pretty far out there. But we've got fans from Japan coming with an airplane.
Although that's only about a 2-hour flight.
Yeah, flight actually took less of a time. Yeah, but still going to the airport and coming out of the airport and getting your luggage and all that.
But the cool part is the OGN studio is on the train line from the airport.
And it's actually really close. Yes, to the Incheon airport too. Okay, moving away from transportation, let's get down to business. Game 2. Donnie brings it back. That's another score for themselves. But OGN, I think they're getting greedy. The reason why they use the timeout, they want to take this one home right now.
Absolutely. I think this is the moment. I think they feel confident in TNT's ability, but they'd rather just end this, not have any questions about it, and just let Dandelion do his thing. But man, Donnie looking good.
I know, he's been real good in game 1. It has to be a big comeback. Lots of pressure for both players on stage. What do they have this time? Seen a lot of wall breakers.
Tons of wall breakers.
This might be not the last competitive match with the wall breakers, but we're going to see a lot less wall breakers.
Right.
After the
nerf.
patch.
Yep. A needed nerf. It's just a little too strong.
Yeah, and the witch too.
Yeah.
Okay, lumberjack.
All right, is this going to be double witch? Double witch here.
Is this what
from Donnie.
Is this similar to what TNT just had?
Could be. It's going to do a pretty good job getting rid of that giant. He does get the one punch.
That's good enough. More than 200 damage, right on.
Yep. Gotta use that minor defensively. Not bad though. That exchange for an executioner.
Oh man.
It wound up for it, but no follow through.
That was too close.
Yep.
To actually have that throw. And one throw's about 500, a little more than 500 damage, which is insane.
It hurts.
It's like half a Sparky shot.
It's, yeah, it almost is, yeah. Just about. Basically half of the death damage from the giant skeleton.
Yeah. The Sparky's about 1100.
1100.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we'll see double witch, of course, with the giant. He had it in his hand. Dandelion with the executioner tornado.
Yeah,
it's a similar story.
That fisherman placement doesn't seem to make too big of a difference there. Just kind of, you know, you get the Valkyrie, you get the Ice Wiz. The Valkyrie's actually the worst.
And the
one to get.
balloon
Wow.
all of a sudden.
That's a bit of a tricky.
Uh-huh.
Tricky thing to do, and then the freeze as well.
A freeze all of a sudden from Dandelion. That's 2 drops with the rage. A 3rd drop. Power down.
This is looking pretty good for Dandelion.
24 seconds.
I just don't know what else.
Donnie's running out of time.
I just don't know what else.
2,000 to go. There's nothing else.
There's nothing else
You
available.
can't win this.
Nope, you got to make these big slow pushes work, and the Executioner and Tornado are there to solidify the win here for Dandelion.
And that's basically a seal. Now we come down to game 3. It's tied 1-1 on Balloon. With the rage, we were expecting something.
This is why I don't try to predict what Dandelion's doing. He's all over the place.
That's exactly what we were calling. I mean, whatever we say, I mean, with the rage, we're expecting something to pair up with the rage, maybe with the lava, maybe. I mean, it is Dandelion, so maybe something crazy like a clone.
Yeah, with a Lumberjack, you're suspecting Balloon, of
Yeah,
course.
Balloon and maybe like Royal Hogs or those.
But then you see the Executioner and the Tornado, and you're like, all right, what do you got up your sleeve here?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe even like a Ram Rider. We've seen that happen from time to time.
Exactly.
To pair up with the Rage.
Exactly.
And Dandelion would be the person to bring the Ram Rider all of a sudden. Which pairs up really well with the Tornado Executioner too. Pulling it back away and freeze even.
And this is, we've seen this happen a couple times with this double Witch deck. It goes up against a Balloon deck, and it's just, there just isn't enough answers.
Yeah, this is a lot more Chinese style in a way, having that Balloon freeze. Not with this combination though.
No. This is a very, very well thought out deck put together here by Dandelion. Really, OG and Entis having a lot of success with the Executioner Tornado combo.
Exactly. Today, it feels like that is the combo. Yeah, without the banned card, you can have anything you want in 1v1. I think that's the key for OG and Entis today. Okay, Executioner Tornado, we're pretty good with Tornado. And it feels like Pop Gaming, instead of having really low wall breaker cycle, feels very Giant to me. I think they had a really good read of what Pop Gaming was going to do. Having those 1 games off, yeah, Giant too slow, Tornado Executioner perfect to go against all the unit following the Giant.
Yeah, it's Tornado Executioner, man, and it's so good against a lot of different things. Lava Hounds, Royal Giants, it's very good against anything with Tornado, and especially a Lumberjack. You can use just a Tornado and a Lumberjack, takes down a Royal Giant before it gets a shot.
Perfect deck choice is coming out from OGN. TNT down the line, also the 2v2. With that win, they're on the match point. They're on a championship point right now. OGN can seal everything here right now and become the champion with 1 more game. So Pop Gaming using that timeout.
It's risky, but maybe you could think about bringing a Lightning here if you're Fob Gaming. I'm not real thrilled with the idea because of the current meta. But if you run into that Executioner again, it's a nice, solid way to help mitigate some of his shenanigans.
And yeah, the keep and the focus for Fob was actually the giant double witch. And lots of more giant. So there's that clash of counter in a way, but game 3. Ogenentis on a championship point. Fob Gaming's got to do everything to stop that from happening.
And actually, Sparky's really good against Executioner, which is really funny. I know, I
gotta mention Sparky just one more time.
We saw it at least this time.
Oh, yes.
But of course, there was a rocket there, so, you know, forget it.
Yeah, that was also a really smart addition by TNT just now against Jack in the previous set. Only a Skeleton, and see a lot of RJ pair up with Skeleton, with Fisherman, but doesn't really pop out too many times anymore.
Well, it's just, Skeletons have become popular because you can use them to take down the wall breakers, and you don't take any damage. If you place them right, you get the timing good enough. No problem. So they're fitting into a bunch of different decks.
Yes. Just for the faster cycle, it is in a lot of wall breaker deck too, but with the Baby Dragon, I think we're moving away from wall breakers. Maybe it is the RG that we haven't seen too much.
Maybe the rule.
Yeah, with the Furnace now and the log together. I think we're right on the money, Paper Thin.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like they maybe have the same deck.
Oh, yes. Maybe not exactly the same, but with similar key cards. We've seen what pairs up with Furnace.
Now, can TNT, or excuse me, Dandelion match what TNT did and defeat his opponent with the Mirror RG?
It's about the time. Okay, all the way from the back. Big setup. Boom! Having the RG. Good call. With what else?
Well, I think Lightning, because I think Donnie wanted to bring a deck with Lightning. I don't blame him.
Yeah, sometimes with the Fireball. See the
Fireball,
choices.
Yep.
Okay, with the Archer, but the Fisherman's going to pull it away and still locks onto the left.
Well, you're going to get some shots. You're only going to get one shot from Dandelion's RG versus 2 from Donnie. So that's slight advantage Donnie here so far.
Yeah, because of the Archer placement, the Fisherman had to pull it away to the side, into Dandelion's side. So good placement by Donnie there.
But what's interesting is the Fisherman on the right-hand side did enough damage that now it's Dandelion with a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, even though the Furnace is actually set up onto the left side for Dandelion, he's going to the right. 100% intended, not a mistake in the placement.
No, it's there for defense.
But bigger focus coming from Donnie. There's a Lightning you talked about, both sides.
All right, but quite a bit of damage on the top right. An extra shot for Dandelion this time around, so he is able to do the math just a little bit better. Now he's going to set up that Furnace on the right-hand side like you were talking about.
Yeah, he was waiting for that time, but the Baby Dragon actually landed one more shot onto the Furnace before going down, so that's going to make some difference. Now Dandelion focusing onto the right. Certainly he's winning about 400. That's another Fire Spirit hit.
That's 2 Fire Spirits that Donnie's let through. That'll allow Dandelion a little bit of breathing room. He's far enough ahead. He's more than 1 Lightning ahead.
Yes.
So he can take that damage.
Suddenly in that... pulls a Valkyrie instead of RG. Okay, still hits onto the Furnace, both sides. Donnie, RG getting 1.
God.
Dandelion about the same.
This is so intense. Love the bridge spam here by Donnie.
Okay, gonna have the Fisherman and pulls. A little late.
Oh boy, the Fisherman is so confused about what to do. It didn't pull it far enough over to change towers. So you're gonna get 1
But the Baby Dragon is so healthy, locked onto the tower! That's gonna be Donnie taking the game away.
Wow.
RG goes down, but the Baby Dragon, 100% health.
The unlikely hero for Bob Gaming. Donnie comes through in the clutch and is able to win with the almost mirror decks. Almost.
Great game for both sides. This was intense. Had both Lightning, but the Fisherman pull at the end, pulling the small units instead of the real RG, pulling the Valkyrie, and I think the next one was like an Archer, and then the RG was already too late.
Well, I think those Archers are maybe the key difference in between their 2 decks,
Yes,
right?
Skeletons and Archers.
Yes. So the key difference being that the Archers can shoot the air units like the Mega Minion, the Baby Dragon, and yet the Skeletons and them, they're kind of similar when it comes to getting pulled by the Fisherman. So it wouldn't matter one way or another, but because Dandelion has the Fisherman, he's able to confuse it with those archers, and then there's the fire spirits as well. So this fisherman's trying to hook onto everything, getting greedy. But what you really want is that giant.
Yeah, skeletons are really good when your opponent has a fisherman.
Yes.
To force a bad placement, sort of like what Donnie did with the archers. Really smart placements coming through all the time. Let's take a look at the highlight before though. Starting from game 1, absolute crazy cycle and clutch timing with the zap.
Really clutch timing with that zap. And then the wall breakers kill those spear goblins. Bit of a mistake there by Dandelion at the end, but he was desperate, trying to just get something in the way.
Yeah, well, there are too many things going around, left and right, top and bottom. It's hard, even if you have enough elixirs. You're sometimes just laid on your eyes.
Look at this freeze. That is all it takes.
We were screaming for this kind of Chinese-style freeze balloon. And it doesn't really happen during the regular season. All of a sudden in the playoff, they start using freeze in 1v1.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
People are starting to realize as time goes on.
Yes, you got to have some key cards.
Yeah. And look, the Valkyrie as well getting pulled in. So that fisherman just never really able to get the target he wanted consistently. And that's a big difference. And then right away, Donnie pounces.
Yeah.
So smart by him. And then Dandelion opts to play defense. Not sure if Dandelion had an RG in his hand or not. He could have tried to just force things on the other side.
Yeah, bridge spin onto the right.
Yeah, just go for the race.
Yeah, and then that moment, Dandelion actually put the fisherman right at the center and the furnace right after. So did not go for that back-to-back race onto the bridge. Now we're back.
We're back. We get to see this again. What a treat, what a pleasure.
The best matchup.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Now, does TNT still have the number?
What else does he have? Now we're feeling some hoggies from Jack, certainly.
I feel like we have to see it.
Do you just expect that and bring a counter? I think that's the first thing on the TNT's mind.
Yeah.
And what else? And do you just go back to your rocket deck? Jack does have a lot to think about too.
Yeah, Jack has been, I love what Jack's been doing. He's been all over the board, playing different stuff. You know, Royal Giant, Lava Hound, and of course the Hog Riders as well. So he likes these kind of things, and we know he likes cycle decks. But the real question is, you know what? It looked like no matter what he did, that TNT was just ready.
Yeah, TNT keeps on bringing, even Dandelion, they keep on bringing Tornado. That's gonna be the card that makes it a lot tougher for Jack when he wants to have perfect cycle. Of course, you can still win against Tornado, but it's gonna be a lot harder. That's what I'm trying to say. So do you just go back and bring RG, Royal Hogs? There are lots of options out there.
Royal Hogs are so risky with the Tornado. You don't want to activate that King Tower. Graveyard's still out there. We haven't seen any of that today.
Oh yes, that is certainly true. We've seen the freeze. So anything is possible again. Matchup, Jack versus TNT. OJ still leading the series with 2-1.
A lot of fans there.
I hope you guys are hearing all that energy from the fans.
Yeah, a lot of OGN fans.
Wall breakers.
All right, he's done it.
It's here.
He's brought it back. And then it's going to be the miner, of course. Yes.
Again, Executioner.
Yep. Let that Princess Tower help out.
Oh, Magic Archer?
Oh, I don't think.
Yeah, gonna change the angle.
Woo.
Whew. That's like taking at least a rock off the tower every single time. That's too close.
There's that Ice Spirit, one of Jack's favorite cards. He always talks about how much he loves that card. But this time it's going to be TNT with it. Now, what all is going to follow here for TNT?
Tornado?
Yep.
Yeah, we were expecting this 100%.
So maybe instead of an Ice Wizard, you're just going to go for the Ice Spirit.
I think this is a really quick RG from TNT. That's what I'm feeling.
Could be.
With the Ice Spirit?
I think that's a really good read.
Maybe another Graveyard.
Yeah,
it's totally
it
possible.
could still be Graveyard Poison.
Or can steal deck away from Dandelion and just suddenly bring a freeze balloon.
Yeah. Anything is possible on the back end of TNT's deck right now.
Yeah. Okay, Jack's gonna have the Valkyrie, no Mega Knight.
Right. So probably a bomb tower for Jack in there.
Yeah. Trying to have that cycle. Okay, with poison, that's 3.
But who knows, Jack?
In his pocket.
Jack might try something else too. We'll see.
Okay, big focus onto the right.
Yep. Log and Tornado are enough to clean those up, and some good skeletons will buy that some time as well. But right now, Jack is still ahead.
Yeah, that was a good elixir trade by TNT. Just 2 spells, 5 elixir against a lot more. Here we go.
Sniffed it out. It is the RG, and suspecting that there is some kind of defensive structure here from Jack. That's why TNT places it behind the King Tower. He wants to build up steam.
And the wall breakers are going to, not this time with the poison actually.
With the log, and if, you just need the skeletons. Jack doesn't even need a building for this. That's how good his defense is.
There's a lot of those small ones out there. Bad skeletons, Executioner. You can't take everything. Oh, that log. Actually hit the wall breakers.
Oh, but it might, okay, just enough time with that tornado.
Yeah, mine are all the way in the back, so it makes it so much better. But look at the cycle. If you just take the RG, if you're just holding on to it, your cycle is about like less than 3 elixirs for sure.
Yep, there's the bomb tower. The last one to come down, splashing into the Valkyrie and the RG. The miner on the bottom right. Skeletons are a little too late.
This is the push that TNT wanted, but just 1 shot with the poison damage. You were expecting at least 2 shots out of that when Jack's getting so much more ahead.
That time, Jack is gonna just let the bridge spam happen and take the log damage. Get that miner down on in there. The bats are there as well. They have to use a tornado on bats. It's not ideal.
That's 2 for 3, and TNT is certainly losing this big time. 400. 400 when there's quick cycle like this, that's a big number difference.
All right, can he get it done with the poison help as well? By a little bit of distraction with the bats and the wall breakers.
Okay. Activates the King Tower on the back. Executioner does get the wall breakers, so that's good news at least.
Yep, and this Executioner, yep, definitely with the skeletons, no chance for him. All right, there is a miner, but the skeletons are great this time, as well as a good log to keep the wall breakers at bay.
With the King Tower activated, let's see. It's going to be a lot harder for Jack to have the maximum miner damage.
Really good tornado here. He could pull everything into poison range if he wanted to, or just the Executioner in this case.
Yeah, he wanted everything together, but that because RG was so big, it was actually not gathered 100% through that Executioner. But if he gets a swing, he's not going to with that Magic Archer. And a good angle.
Really good angle on that Magic Archer, but because of that, that is able to force the poison out by TNT. Last time the Magic Archer was on the right-hand side. This time it's down the gut, so he's able to get the value out of it, but that miner is in.
And the Valkyrie gets a swing and more! That's 109!
That is...
Log.
Log.
Or any kind of damage with 1 miner, 1 log. TNT's got a perfect defense. The bat.
A bat to put
no.
salt in the wound.
That's it.
Wow.
Woo. A big sign of relief for Jack to bring this game against TNT.
This is getting to be a series all of a sudden. This looked like this was GG. And now TNT losing a game to Jack. I don't know, man. Can it happen? Can Bob do this?
Can we go to that King of the Hill, set 5?
It begins.
And have the best lineup from both sides.
Oh my gosh.
That's possible.
We can only hope. That would just be crazy good.
Whew. This final is getting better and better. We thought OGN was just going to snatch it out of Bob. But they're not going to let this go on easy.
He is so good at these control and cycle.
Yes.
It's just, Jack is just so impressive.
Yeah, even these kind of piercing shots. Look at those cheap units. Cheap low cycle from TNT. Even if you have that much, you just can't be perfect against miner, bats, magic archers, wall breakers. It's too strong.
Yep. This is the one that Jack did that is great magic archer placement. But yeah, then not everything gets into that executioner like you were talking about because of that fat butt that RG has.
Yeah, and the Valkyrie was stuck on the left. I think it actually, if it got all together and Executioner was able to take that out in like 2 shots, maybe TNT could have had a better chance. Like it was going to be like down to less than a 3-digit difference at the end of the game. That was a good try with the tornado.
hard when they got those defensive towers available. You know, poison's okay, but it doesn't tick that tower down very fast. The damage isn't instant, so it takes a little bit longer, and that allows whatever defensive structure is there to do more damage to the RG.
All right. Jack won the first game. That's game 2.
Well, now we are on potentially a game that could send us into a King of the Hill. And it's
Furnace, is it back-to-back RG?
It's his bread and butter.
The good news for Jack, that is that he broke what we thought was going to be really hard, the Executioner Tornado combo. So when that's down, I think it gets a lot easier for Jack and the entire squad of Fob.
Is this just going to be RG versus RG?
I think so, the cheaper cycle with the skeleton.
One Fire Spirit.
Or you can go super heavy with the RG Mega Knight too.
Oh yeah.
You see that combination with the skeleton from time to time, or just with the Fisherman.
That's one of my favorite decks. I really find that deck very interesting. It's like one of the few decks where you're actually trying to split lanes with the RG.
Just gonna bridge. And those Fishermen.
What are they doing? Why aren't they pulling each other? Are they too close?
Yes.
There's a
it's too
minimum
close,
range.
Yes. It's too close right next to each other. But the RG getting too much. That's third.
That's too much.
Fourth.
Oh boy, you get a few fish lapses, a little bit of...
Yeah, so TNT was trying to pull the RG and Jack was trying to do a similar thing on his own. That's too many shots. That's 4.
It's so funny. And now you even get the fireball into that furnace. Yikes.
And now, TNT, a good setup.
I like what Jack does, just go right for it. I like the response here from TNT. Quick enough to get that RG over.
Yeah, no skeletons. I thought Jack was going to drop something low, so the Fisherman doesn't really get that pull. Still good enough damage put in.
He just wasn't confident enough getting it out there. And you're going to get Fisherman onto Fisherman. Lightning here is going to open the gate for TNT.
And then the Baby Dragon locks onto the Furnace now, so that's a whole lot more. Zap resets, one more shot into the Furnace.
Oh, but you're still getting a Baby Dragon Belch too. Hey, but that Fisherman's keeping the Fire Spirit out of your Princess Tower, so there's that.
That's at least good, but the difference is about 300. There's that RG again.
Yep, this time it is just the skeletons and a Furnace to buy time. That is going to be a dead RG before he gets any shots onto the tower. And then we're going to see Jack try it on the right-hand side. Is the defense going to be good enough here for TNT? Right now it's not. That's 1. Is there going to be 2? No.
Yeah, after the Furnace, down to very few amount of numbers. Fisherman's still there, so you got to put something. Yeah, TNT's going to force another Furnace to be put down with the Baby Dragon. Jack is trying to read. A little bit earlier. So that's going to be TNT pulling that RG.
Okay, that RG's they've got to get the Furnace down. TNT's got to get the Furnace. It's not time. 1 shot, 2 shots, but you're able to push it back. Really good. Top left. Top left.
Just pull it away, and TNT runs away with another shot of RG. That Furnace placement right there. In your face.
Huge. Huge. That is the experience of playing this deck over and over and over. You know exactly when you have enough time to put that Furnace down.
Exactly. You know that RG is never going on a diet, man. You just keep on going. You just push it out of the way. He locks. Jack also had a zap, so he could reset, but not TNT. So that was a smart way of just pushing it back, making sure your RG is safe on the left. You can just race it down to the final damage to the tower. Well done by TNT. Now, what happens?
You don't play RG against TNT is what you don't do. He's just too good at it.
I'm not going to play against him, period.
Well, yes, fair enough.
Any kind of deck, no. Unless he uses his feet or something. You just do not challenge against him.
No, I would never.
And also Jack.
No, neither.
No.
I don't want to play either of these guys. I mean, this is so close. Literally came down to the last one.
Oh, yes. That Fisherman pulling a Fisherman and that lightning timing. Beautiful.
Yeah. You got that zap to reset it, change it to just 1.
Yeah, this was crazy. TNT's Fisherman came down just a little faster to hook.
Yep. And didn't matter anyway. That Fisherman, even though he pulled the RG, it was over up in that top left corner.
Yes, and had 301, which is more than 1 shot of RG. So I think TNT just had it with the timing. But with that win, OG and Entus is again on a championship point.
Here we go. This is a big game. Can TNT secure the win? Or is Jack going to once again come up big for his team and send it into a king of the kill? We've seen him do it before. Will it happen again?
Whatever happens here, it's already a crazy finals. The best finals, hands down.
So good. So good. It's been a lot of fun.
I've been having Clash Royale League Asia for over 2 years. This is simply the best finals ever.
And especially we kicked it off with that really cool All-Star match.
Yes.
Like, how cool is that?
Again Furnish. Again RG?
No, maybe. It can be with Execution.
Yeah, still can be.
Can be.
So Jack's also going to pull out some tornado magic. Oh, actually, the wizard locks onto the tower. Yeah, with a poison down, and TNT goes back to his...
Maybe this is graveyard from Jack? It'd be weird.
There were some combinations with the furnace. Back to back.
Oh, it's Pekka. It's gonna be Pekka graveyard?
Right now?
Bomb tower from TNT.
You have to be insane.
He is insane. He is insane.
Locks onto the Pekka, but the defensive poison. So TNT's okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, TNT with the defense.
Oh, one skeleton. One skeleton.
Oh.
That's cute.
That jerk.
But with the damage, he's not cute anymore. Yeah. Good thing that TNT has a poison at least.
All right, he gets one shot from the Ice Wizard.
Yeah, Ice Wizard doesn't really do much.
Of course, Royal Ghost we've seen pretty successful here in Clash Royale League Asia. We're not seeing it too much anywhere else, and oh boy, does get one swing in, and you're gonna get that Executioner on top of it. But of course, the King Tower being activated for Jack.
Jack being the king right now.
Oh barely! My God, 3 shots from TNT is too much.
Oh. He's just gonna use it against the Furnace. Says, okay, my cycle's pretty quick. I got my Magic Archer. Slogs it down. I got a lot of elixirs right now in my hand.
This is very similar, just no Executioner, to that deck we saw early on against Jack. So it's going back to what kind of worked. And that poison is going to get a ton of value. There is a Magic Archer in here, and defensive poison immediately from TNT. Knowing full well he's got to do something to keep this Pekka away from all this.
Yeah, Twin Tornado. Does pull it away, but one more skeleton locks. That's 2 shots.
Woo. Okay, but that is not quite enough here for Jack. Because now Jack has to be so darn careful to avoid those Magic Archer piercing shots.
Plus the King Tower is activated, but the Miner has to be broken down into pieces without landing a single shot onto the tower. Because that poison is ticking every single time.
Oh, the Miner in the back's gonna get this Magic Archer. Hey, look,
the tornado!
Tornado! Almost!
The pool!
Almost!
Okay, just one more poison away. TNT has it in his hand. The graveyard. Can he make it in time? With the tornado, but takes it down to the final damage. TNT and OG and Entus, they're the champions of season number 2 of Clash Royale League Asia.
TNT is unreal, taking down Jack 2 times in the finals. What a performance by him. What use of that tornado. I have to say that was the key card for him here today.
They have done it. They were never in the finals for years. They have come all the way up here against seems like an impossible opponent to beat. They beat 2v2, which was a bit of a surprise for us too. And 1v1 2-0 TNT against Jack. Dandelion came close, but TNT bringing again for the team. What a team we're gonna have for War Finals very soon. Again, great job from Fob Gaming also taking it down for final game of set 4.
Incredible performance by Fob today. even losing that 2v2, Donnie came up huge for them, and then Jack almost is able to take down TNT, but at the end of the season, TNT just steamrolled everybody he ran into.
Watch out, world. These two teams are going to wreck a lot of other teams. Asia is really strong in their hand.
I mean, especially OGN right now, going into the World Finals, you got to be real scared of these guys. They just look so solid. A little bit of weakness here shown by Dandelion today. He does that from time to time where it just kind of looks off, and he usually turns it around. He usually practices hard and comes back even stronger and even crazier.
What a moment for OGN. Not the exact squad for years, but this year they held strong, practiced so much. They're having practiced about 9 hours a day for a week. Until towards the playoff, they're practicing so much more. And they become the champions of Season 2.
And of course, a huge shout out to One Crown and Thunder.
Oh man, including Kensumeshi and Kita-shan too. That's it for the finals, but we do have the awards ceremony coming up very soon after a short break. So guys, don't go anywhere and celebrate with us.
Let's go.
Welcome to the award ceremony for Clash Royale League Asia season number 2.
Huge win.
Yeah, where we got to celebrate everything. Lots of players.
자, 클래시
Yeah,
로얄
Caster
리그
Jongsorim is going to lead, and we'll just follow the award ceremony. Let's see who comes up.
어떻게 여러분?
It's been a long
결승전
season,
재밌으셨어요?
and it's been
너무
a heck of a
재밌었죠?
great season too.
사실 제가
Lots of
클래시
changes in the
로얄
middle,
진행하면서도
lots of crazy
이렇게까지
changes
치열하고
in the middle, I
이렇게까지
gotta say.
뜨거웠던 결승전, 야 있었나 싶을 정도로 몰입할 수밖에 없었던
And simply the best
결승전이었습니다. 자, 이제 결승전을 끝내고 좋은 성적을 거둔 선수들에 대해서 시상하는 시간을
And
가져보도록
of course,
하겠습니다.
let's go ahead
자,
with the
먼저
award ceremony
시상해 주실
in the
분들을 이 자리에
finals.
모실 텐데요.
But we gotta
클마스로 환영해
bring up
주시기
the
바랍니다.
presenter.
슈퍼셀의 마키 에아라님을 모시겠습니다. 어서
Maki
오십시오.
from Supercell is going to come up to the stage and present the
자,
award.
지난 시즌에도 시상에 수고를 해주셨는데요. 다시 한번 진심으로 환영합니다.
Also was here last
네,
season.
반갑습니다.
Sup, Urk, L.
자,
Simply the
준우승에
best company.
대한 시상부터 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 사실 언제나 제가 시상식을 진행할 때 준우승을 먼저 시상을 하는데 사실 결승전에서 준우승 팀이 많이 속상하죠. 본인들의 실력을 제대로 발휘하지 못한 것 같고 하지만 이번 시즌에 그 어떤 팀보다도 좋은 기세를 보여줬습니다.
Yeah, usually
그만큼
we would go with the
더
runner-up
뜨겁게
first,
여러분
and then
축하의
bring out the
박수를
champion.
보내주시기 바랍니다. 클래시 로얄 리그 아시아 2019 시즌 2 준우승
And it is going to be the runner-up first. Bob Gaming
어서 나오십시오.
came down really close.
오코베치 코치 켄치메시
But going to get second place.
그리고 다니까지
Yeah, just an incredible season from Bob Gaming. One of the best 2v2s you will see going into those World Finals. And of course, Jack is scary, and Donnie really proved himself on the big stage today.
Yeah, and Kenzumeshi Kitashan, the pair up, scary. Simply the best from the regular season. The reason why they were number 1 from the group.
It was surprising to see them fall today, but that just goes to show you how good OGN is at 2v2 as well.
Yes, because Bob Gaming, before today, they were near unstoppable. I mean, the numbers couldn't be any higher. It was around 90% win. In Clash, when you can actually be just having the counter deck from the opponent so many times, you just gotta do so much study. We could see the study they have done, just having the snipe decks all over the place for 2v2 and 1v1. At the end, they do fall against OGN Entus. Yeah, they still got a good prize money bonus, 30,000. That's a lot of money. Also going to the Worlds.
And they get their money for being the first place team in their group.
That too.
During the regular season.
She said it, the champions. OGN Entus. First time having a Korean team in the final, and they take the champion. They become the champion. Okay, they go a little bit too far out. They're too happy.
What a huge win for this team and for the Koreans. Finally, somebody's able to take down these monsters that are the Japanese teams in Asia. It happens here today. Feels like it's been nothing but Godzilla's coming at us.
TNT, let's see how happy he is. Totally excited to have that trophy. I'm telling you, man, he's a robot.
Dude, even he's a great player. He's just incredible. During that intro video they have, like, his smile just looks unnatural.
And then the king, the king just made him smile in a way. They will be the champion, of course, also going to that World Final. This team is scary, man. TNT, Dandelion, 1v1s, and also Victor out there. Thunder One Crown having that big duo. It's gonna be wild, it's gonna be crazy after the balance changes in November. Who knows what's gonna happen?
And what's nuts is when you start throwing them into long-range 1v1 sessions, They're really good, but I think we all know who this is going to be.
The MVP?
Yes, I think there's a clear
Gotta start with T, right?
It's got to start with a T and end with a T, my friend.
So Thunder?
Season2.
no.
That doesn't end with T.
결승전의 MVP는
So the
저는 알고
MVP?
있거든요.
Only
여러분,
Caster Jung
축하해 주시기 바랍니다.
knows it.
TNT입니다.
Of course, it is TNT, the MVP. Yes, he smiled.
He smiled.
He
got
smiled.
It. He did it.
Oh my gosh.
여기입니다. 네.
He actually smiled, saying, "Of course, I'm the MVP."
트로피가 수여되고요.
But really, he deserved it.
주어집니다.
Yes.
Just an almost flawless
네.
playoff.
He's so young, too.
Because
Towards the end of last season, in the middle of the last season, came in because he was too young to participate. And ever since that moment, got the 1v1 spot, kick ass during the entire season of Season 2. And thanks again, Maki from Supercell, for presenting the award to the runner-up and the champion.
I just want to say this real quick. TNT lost one game in the playoffs. That one game to Jack. Today.
Yes.
That was it.
보통 다른
That was it.
종목에서는
That is as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen.
상당히 많아요.
And also Jack did not lose a single game before today. In the playoff.
선수들이 하나가 되잖아요.
Both of them are insane.
Yeah, both of their ability, the talent,
저희가
was
항상 농담으로 그래요.
insane.
제일 코치하기 힘든 사람이 하울일 것 같다고
And
그런
how
얘기를 농담처럼
the coach?
하는데 18살에
We'll just translate this one.
지금 정말
Only
통통
18 years
튀는
old.
선수들과 함께 한 시즌을 보냈습니다. 우승한 일단 소감 먼저 들어봐야 될 것 같아요.
Let's hear it. How does it feel to become the champion?
너무 기쁘고요. 그리고
So glad, so happy right now.
선수들이 열심히 해준 만큼 결과를 낸 거라고
And as the
생각합니다.
players worked
근데 하울
so
코치가
hard, I think
저한테도
the
계속
result
그런
came from all the
말씀하셨잖아요. 이번
practice.
시즌에 선수들이 정말 열심히 했다. 도대체 지난 시즌과 비교했을 때 얼마나
compared to
열심히
last season,
했길래
how
이
much
정도 우승을
harder
차지할 수
did you actually
있었을까요?
practice to?
사실
Become the
선수들이
champion.
학업을 병행하고 있기 때문에
So a lot
굉장히
of students, a lot of players are actually students at the same
조금 더
time.
좋은 방법과 이제 선수들이
So we try to be
순간적인
efficient in our
집중력으로
practice.
더 열심히 했던 것 같습니다.
근데
And I think
앞서서도
that's why we also
얘기했지만
tried harder
정말,
because we had to study at the same time for lots of members.
다들 저희가 보기에는 굉장히 각각의 개성들이 뛰어나서 되게 말을 안 들을
each
것
of the player.
같은데 정말 이번 시즌에
Because they have so much characteristics. I don't think they listen to you too well.
선수, 제일 힘들게 했던 선수 누가
So
있을까요?
pick one. That was the hardest to coach.
다?
사실
You
제가
have to pick one.
게임단 코치를 이제 좀 도맡았지만 뭔가 좀 이제
Yeah, I was the coach for the team.
유치원 원장도 할 수 있을 것 같고 보육원 교사도 할 수 있을
So
것
I
같아요.
think after coaching this team, I think I can be a teacher in the kindergarten
네, 워낙
and maybe
그래도 선수들이
a really big
열심히
teacher in a high school too.
속성은 없습니다.
아 그래요? 알겠어요. 그러면
But they worked really hard
질문을 바꿔보죠.
and
이번 시즌에
no one really
제일
bothered
그래도
me
나를
too
좀 많이
much.
도와줬다. 이 선수에게 내가 그래도 좀 많이 제일 의지를 했다. 이 선수가 제일 좀 편하게 해줬다.
Was there a person that really helped you out
제일 말이
coaching?
없는 그래도 TNT 선수가
Yeah, TNT actually
말이
spoke
없는 게
the
낫구나.
least amount of words.
알겠습니다. 특별히
He spoke the least
일단
amount of words, so it was
코치님이니까
actually the
우리 또 감사하고
best.
싶은 분들이 있으실 것 같아요. 기회를 좀 드리겠습니다.
So any final
일단은
shout-outs?
오제 엔터스 응원해주신 팬들분들께
So all the
너무
fans
감사하고
who rooted for
그리고
OG and
주변
Entus
지인들도 너무 감사하고
and to all
또
the
이제
family and friends,
멘탈 잡아주시고 좀 가이드 잡아주신 저희 감독님께도 감사합니다.
and also the head coach who
그리고
guided
저는
us and
어쨌든
helped us mentally
제일 고마워하고 싶은 건
lot.
선수들한테 좀 많이
and
고마워하고
of
싶어요.
course at
네,
yeah,
알겠습니다.
not the least, I
그렇죠.
want to say the
언제나
best
최선의
thanks,
플레이를 많이
most amount of thanks
보여줬던
to the
선수들에게
players.
제일 고맙다.
They deserve the
코치로서 할 수
most.
있는 얘기가 아닌가 싶습니다. 자, 마이크를 지금 썬더 선수가 들고 있어요. 예, 예. 자, 썬더 선수 옆으로 왔는데 빅터 할 거예요. 걱정하지 마세요. 다 인터뷰할 거예요.
Yeah, Thunder saying, okay, is
또 이렇게
Victor not getting an
빅터는
interview?
챙깁니다. 예.
Oh,
제가
consider
이거
it,
넘어왔더니
man.
혹시 빅터 안 할까봐 제가 일단 순서대로 좀 진행을 하려고요. 자, 썬더 선수. 2대2
Thunder.
정규 시즌에서 내내 파브에게 2번이나 지면서
Yeah, during the regular
굉장히
season, you guys lost
분노했었잖아요.
2
복수하신
times.
소감 어떻습니까?
How does it feel to take the revenge?
통쾌해요.
So cool.
2대1 누가
Feels so
최고입니까?
great. Who's the best 2v2?
저희 팀이 최고예요.
Our team's the best.
너무 답정너죠. 자, 원태영 선수 마이크 좀 받아주세요.
Feels like he's quite
어떻게
nervous
이번
on stage for
시즌에 지난
interviews.
시즌과 좀
Yeah.
다르게 이번 시즌에 썬더 선수하고 원크라운 선수가 2대2에서 좋은
Yeah, One
성적을
Crown
낼 수
Thunder,
있었던
you
비결이
two.
도대체 뭘까요?
What was the key? Tell us the secret.
제가 잘한 것 같습니다.
I was just so good.
썬더보다는 내가 잘한 것 같다.
I was good.
혹시 막 2대2 같이 하면서 다투거나 뭐 이러진
Did you ever
않았어요?
did you ever fight?
마찰은 없었습니까?
마찰은 있었어요.
Yeah, there were
어떤
lots of
부분이 제일
sparks in the middle.
힘들었어요?
말해야 될까?
Can I actually talk about this? No, don't talk. Don't talk.
그러면 어떤 부분이 제일 좀 의지가 되고 좋았습니까? 이번 시즌 함께하면서?
What did you like the most about the season?
친구여서 좋았던 것 같아요.
He was a good friend.
재밌고 잘
Also took care of me a lot.
그러면 다음 시즌에도 2대1을 만약에 선택할 수 있다.
If you can select your partner for 2v2 next season,
선택할 수 있다. 다음 시즌에도 썬더랑
is it going to be
하겠습니까?
Thunder again?
네, 할 것 같아요.
Yes, I think so.
알겠어요. 자,
Which is not 100%.
썬더도
He said
굉장히
I just think
흡족한
so.
얼굴을 보여주고 있네요. 자, 이제 제가 빅터 쪽으로 왔습니다.
And let's move back to
네,
Victor.
통역해 주실 분이 계셔야
we're
될 것
going to have a
같아요. 얼른
translator.
오십시오. 자, 빅터 선수. 네. 마이크가 어디 있죠? 네, 마이크 이렇게 들어주시고.
Yeah, gotta get all that mic.
팀이 우승을 차지하는 데 있어서 빅터 선수가 이번 시즌에 좀 많이 출전을 못해서 그게 조금 아쉬울 것 같은데
빅터
소감 어떠신지 물어봐 주세요.
Didn't get to show too many
How
games.
do you feel about your commitment to the team this season when your team won this season?
We practiced a lot in when we lost last season, and look, it worked. We are so happy about this win today. We practiced a lot, and I think we deserve it.
비록 저는 출전 많이 못했지만은 팀원들이 많이 연습을 해서 이번 시즌에 우승을 할 수 있었다고 생각합니다.
Certainly an emotional moment for the
그러면
team.
계속해서 이제 한국에서의 좋은
You're
경험들,
champion.
기억들 이렇게
This has
가지고 갈
been a long
텐데
run.
한국에서
11
있으면서
weeks.
제일 좋았던 일
A long
뭐가
season, 2
있을까요?
seasons.
What is your favorite moment while you were staying in Korea?
Maybe when I made our kill with goalie.
Can you repeat the answer?
When I make our kill last season with goalie 3 times.
Yeah, he had all kill last season.
자신이 실수로 엔트리 제출 시간 놓쳐가지고 실수했던 게 가장 추억에 남는다고 생각합니다.
Yeah, that was a big all kill last season. That was really good. A big moment for Victor.
라는 생각도 들었어요. 다시 한번 수고하셨다는 말씀 전해드리고 싶습니다. 통역 감사합니다. 자, 제가 또 저쪽으로 마이크
now we're moving over.
자, 이제
Are we
단델리온
gonna save
쪽으로
the MVP for last,
넘어왔습니다.
I believe?
단델리온
I
마이크
think
받아주세요.
so.
네.
I wonder if the
이번
robot
시즌에
speaks.
특히나 학업 이런 것들 하면서 정말 좀 쉽지는 않았을 것 같은데 그리고 오늘 또
I'm sure down
결승전에서
the line it
너무
wasn't an
아쉽게
easy season.
져가지고 그거 좀 속상할 것 같은데 어떻습니까?
And today,
아쉽습니다 그냥.
그쵸?
yeah,
예.
it's a little
손으로
disappointing
딱
today.
끝냈어야 되는데 그런 생각했죠.
그게 더 부담이었던 것 같아요.
아,
I
사실.
think there was a lot of pressure that.
그래도 월드 파이널에
that I had to
가게
close down
되잖아요.
the match.
예. 단델리온
But still you're
월드
making it to the
파이널에서의
World
각오,
Finals.
나 저 이렇게 하겠습니다. 한
So
말씀
what's your
들어볼게요.
mindset going into the World Finals soon?
평소 하던 대로 잘하고 이겨서 오겠습니다.
I'll just keep on playing as I do all the time.
알겠습니다. 짧게 대답하지만 그 안에
of
모든
course,
것이 좀 담겨
win.
있지 않나 하는 생각이 들어요. 자, 우리 TNT 선수 마지막으로 인터뷰를 좀 나눠봐야 될 것 같아요.
And TNT.
솔직히
Let's do it.
워낙에 감정을 밖으로 드러내지 않는 선수인데 TNT
He doesn't
선수
show
마지막 4세트
much emotion
세 번째
outside.
게임 할 때요. 그때는 솔직히
For
떨렸습니까?
the final
기분
game,
어떻든가요?
set 4. Were you nervous at all? Of course, yes.
그렇죠. 떨렸겠죠. 그런데 그렇게 보통 떨릴 때 TNT는 어떻게
But
마음을
usually when
보여줬습니까?
you're
어떻게
nervous on
멘탈을
stage,
잡습니까?
how do you grab yourself on the stage?
최대한 지더라도 집중해서
Even if I lose,
후회하지 않게 하는 게 목표예요.
I try to focus
그러면 이겨집니까?
and concentrate so I don't make any
하면
regrets.
더 이길 확률이 올라가죠.
And I think
예,
that makes
그렇답니다.
my
여러분,
percentage of
어떻게
winning
하라고요?
go up a little bit.
집중하고 이길 수 있다 이렇게 생각하면 된답니다. 오늘 MVP 받았어요. 이번
And
시즌
you're also the
내내
MVP.
내가 MVP다. 오제네 투스의 MVP다라고 생각합니까?
You think you're the
네.
right person for the MVP?
야, 여러분, 저
Yes.
TNT 웃게 했어요. 네.
He smiled.
저에게
Yes, Jung.
주어졌던 가장 큰
You can go home
숙제였는데
now.
뭘
You
해냈습니다.
made him smile.
TNT 선수 이번 시즌에 제가 알기로 이길 때마다 약간의 세레모니를 했던 걸로 알고
There were some
있어요. 저희는
small
모르고
ceremonies
넘어간
like
적이
pounding on the
사실
desk
많았는데 본인이
whenever you
가장
had some
과격한
big
세레모니는
matches.
뭐였습니까?
What was the best ceremony you did during the
이긴
season?
다음에 팔을 흔든 거?
Yeah.
자,
I
팔
shook
어떻게
my
흔들었습니까?
hands, shook my arm.
예. 근데 이번에 우승 딱 하고
Simply the
나니까
best ceremony
정말 제대로
ever.
좋던가요? 표현 잘 안 하면
Totally worth
보여줄
being
수
a
있는
champion.
최고의 모습 이거 말고 월드 파이널에 가서 만약에 우승하게
If you win
된다면
World
우리
Finals,
공약 하나 갑시다. 자, TNT
what are you gonna
월드
do?
파이널 우승하면
You gotta give us some
세레모니 하나
words.
합시다.
Some kind of ceremony.
할 거예요?
안 하고 싶어요.
I don't want to do anything.
왜요? 왜 안 하고 싶어요?
그냥 하기 싫어요.
I just don't
나는
want to
세레모니
do
같은
it.
건 안 하고 싶어요?
Yeah, ceremony is not really my thing.
어떻게든 꼬셔보려고 그랬는데
Oh man,
안
Catherine
넘어가네요.
Sorim
자,
lost
그래도
again
네,
against
해주세요.
TNT. She tried a lot.
알겠어요.
TNT smiled again.
자, 이렇게 TNT 선수까지
Oh,
얘기를
man.
다 나눠봤습니다. 자,
What a team.
우승 차지한 우리
Just
선수들과 얘기를
amazing
나눠봤고요.
performance
시간
from them
관계에서
this
더
season,
많은
especially
얘기를 나누지
TNT.
못하는 점은 양해
We
말씀을
like to poke fun at him a
부탁드립니다. 자,
little
이제
bit, but
모든
man, that guy
선수들 다 같이
is
무대로
just
좀
on
모셔보도록
another
하겠습니다.
planet
오늘
right
올스타전
now.
펼쳤던
And he's
선수들
got a ton of
그리고
great
준우승
players to back him
선수들
up.
그리고 오늘
Good
결승전을 보기
coaching
위해서
staff as well.
다른
So
선수들도
congratulations
다 같이 제가
to our 2019 Season 2 champions, OG and Entis, and they go on to the World Finals.
And also the runner-up, Five Gaming. They will also be there. Watch out for these two teams. They're going to be shaking the ground against West China. It has been a long, great season with you. Shout out to Simon and also Ending Life and also the great production of OGN today especially. It was quality. Love the All-Star match and the finals. Simply the best season so far.
Yeah, just it keeps getting better and better here at Clash Royale League Asia. It's an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. You guys are the best back there, and we know you guys are just as passionate about this as we are, and we can't wait to see more CRL action coming up here.
Yeah, it's just going to be even better in the World Finals. December, not too long, not that far away, just about a month. And then when we get the perfect patch in December, I think that's about the perfect time. We're going to have some time in November to adjust with all the nerfs coming in soon. I can't wait till that actually comes out. And we actually have a date for the World Finals, December 8th, Sunday, right there, guys. Catch it, capture it, put it out there. Los Angeles, USA, you know is coming. And
That is
actually, yes, of course, with China, they're also having the finals, I believe. Also, already had the final two teams. Nova's going there, and EGG is going there too. So we have the teams. Who's going to be the world champion?
I don't know. It's everybody's so good across all these. I mean, SK is just scary in the West. And of course, Nova continues to just be the powerhouse in China.
I mean, Nova suffered a lot in the beginning of the season, and then they come this far, make it into the top two. That's crazy. I think OGN also has a really big chance and a good shot. Don't know exactly what's going to happen, but that's it for us, guys. It's going to be a good ending. It has been a long season. Good casting with you, everything, the entire season.
Great season, dude.
And Clash Royale League continue. And the World Final is going to be a big action. So make sure you tune in December 8th, guys. That's going to be the World Finals. For us, we're going to close right here. Thanks for tuning in for the entire season. Maybe get to see you next year, too.
초반에 부진도 있었지만 그래도 열심히 연습한 결과가 나온 것 같아서 그래도 다행인 것 같아요.
シーズン2は、絶対ね一敗もしたくないという気持ちで、全員でね全力で練習に取り組みました。
이번 시즌 되게 많은 경험이 됐고 많이 이길 수 있어가지고 뿌듯했어요.
不調でも今シーズンは、勝ってくれたのですごい心強いチームメイトだなと思ってます。
Untuk soal yang pertama, sungguh pada musim ini sangat melelahkan karena kita sama tim berjuang mati-matian untuk mencapai suatu kemenangan.
そうですね、撮影自体はすごく楽しい雰囲気でかっこいいものに仕上がったので嬉しいんですけど
관계자분들이 자꾸 웃으라고 해서 계속 시도하다가 결국 웃은 거예요.
Well, the beginning was kind of weird because it's not that usually granted for us. So for now, I think that we are okay.
It was a little bit weird because it's different country, different everything. But I think we adapt good.
I've been getting messages from Korean fans, and they have sent me a lot of support. So thank you.
개인적으로는 사도의 힐이 더 대단하다 생각하는데
이 회바우 선택은 되게 탁월했던 것 같습니다.
야, 올킬! 올킬한 캐롤러스도 울고 말했지, 올킬!
Of course, if I win 3 teams, 3 players, very big players, I'm going to be so happy. So yeah, I was so happy.
Yun nga, tuloy ko talaga sa kanya parang isa ko ng younger brother.
Medyo okay naman. Sana magkasama pa kami sa susunod na season.
A crear decks y a entrenar y hacer los mejores. Le quiero decir gracias porque sin ese interés no hubiéramos llegado donde estamos hasta ahora.
なので一緒に楽しくやってくれてありがとうございます。
I'm glad they were my teammates. We had a lot of fun together. I hope I will stay in a good memory for them.
이번 시즌 수고 정말 많았고 다음 시즌에도 파이팅 해보자.
팬들이 있기에 제가 있는 거기 때문에 항상 응원해 주셔서 감사하고
日本からわざわざ韓国に応援に来てくれたっていうのはすごくそのパワーにもなるし、なんだろう、嬉しいですね、本当に。
Dan saya juga mengucapkan terima kasih bagi para fans Indonesia yang sudah mendukung, mendoakan kami sehingga kami bisa sampai pada babak ini.
これからも精進していきたいと思います。
もっともっと勝ち続けるのでついてきてください。愛してます。
イエーイ。